Squeeze the lemon. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 532nd episode of the GeekVerse podcast, the yearly annual. I hate saying that because we did skip 1 year, but I'm going to say whatever. The annual the annual movie preview. I was gonna drop the 2023, but this is the 2023 movie preview. We love doing every year the movie and video game previews, some of the fun stuff. We get to just look forward what's gonna be happening next year. I am, I guess, still the podcaster of mischief, Trask now, and I'm joined by
the previewer, Kirklin Patzer.
the purveyor.
Hello, I am the Adamar caster, Dylan Muss.
I'm the previews, Taylor Field.
God damn
I understand the confusion. What's the confusion?
What's the confusion? No Horrible Bosses 3, but lots of good movies coming up. You need to know, or you know already what you need to do. Down below has all the links for our video, our audio, our Manscaped, our Patreon. Get episodes ad-free, exclusive early. Join after 9. In a week or so, I'm going to be putting out what our slate of retros and casts are next year. Lots of bangers and lots of things you're going to be getting early, so look out for that. Taylor, where can they find the social media? And I know we're getting to the finals of the poll now.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can find us with your internet connection in the search bar. GeekVerse.ca is our home base. GeekVerseCast is our Twitter. GeekVerse is our Facebook. Be sure to check us out on the Facebook because, yes, Travis said it. We have the polls closing in to the final round. It looks like it's going to be Kevin McAllister versus Tim Allen, Scott Calvin, Santa Claus. I saw someone post up in the comments that Tim Allen is a terrible person. I don't know where that came from, but
he's not the greatest. I'll back them up on that.
if let's get like some quick predictions here. I'm just saying I think Kevin McAllister's got it in the bag. So
I'll put my two knees on Kevin. Travis
I'll
Tim
go
Allen,
Kevin
so
McAllister.
there we go.
Yeah, I just think because he's Santa, it's an easy one. But yeah, we'll see. Go vote on that. Those are always lots of fun. And yeah, so let's get into it. As always, we're going to go month by month. Just talk about the bigger movies. Sometimes there's going to be some stupid title that we'll see, and we're like, what's this? And we'll click on everything like that. But for the most part, we cover the big ones. Some of just overall quick thoughts. And then also at the end, we're all going to give our top 5 most anticipated. And also patrons send in their top 5 most anticipated. So we'll get to hear from them. So it'll be a fun time. So really, I was looking at January, and January always used to be the total bowl of months, and it kind of went back and forth. There's a few years where maybe we got some other releases, but man, this year fucking sucks. You can tell Avatar is out right now. Like, there is nothing like the biggest thing coming out is January 6th, Megan. And it's funny because I think I talked about this on Trask told you, because you guys, I think it was Taylor and Kirklin, you guys covered the first trailer, and Kirklin was really into it, and I really liked it. Saw the second trailer, and I was like, I can stay at home. I'll wait for VOD for this one. Like, it kind of just, I don't know. It looks all right, but is this worth a trip out? No, I'm always down for a killer doll movie. But yeah, this is a VOD one for me, and definitely not going to be making my most anticipated list. Anyone else have anything to cover on Megan? With a 3. Why? I don't know. What's going to happen when they get to the third Megan?
We'll just keep timesing it by 3, I guess. Yeah, no, I don't really have interest in this one. I could see myself watching this in, like, I don't know, 4 years down the road, completely forget about it, and then just looking for a movie. You see that one pop up. Oh yeah, let's throw this one on.
For our best of the decade Golden Geeks, that's when like, you got to watch Megan, man. Yeah,
Megan 3. Don't forget.
Yeah. Taylor, Dylan, anything to add or moving on?
I am like ecstatic for this movie. There's
solo review, baby.
There's something weird going on with this movie. I need to immerse myself in this because, like, I'm surprised you guys aren't on board with this. I feel like this could be like a take the cake kind of film here.
I think I'm with Kirklin that they've shown too much, and I just know the movie it's gonna be. It's gonna be like that Chucky one. I am excited to see Megan dance because it's like, why is this killer doll dancing in the middle of a kill scene?
Dua Lipa.
That seems fun. Yeah, like I think there's gonna be some fun moments, but there's no way I see this making our Golden Geeks in 2024. I'm just gonna throw that out there. You know?
I hope not, because then I'll have to watch it earlier than 4 years.
Yeah. After that, January 13th is House Party, which is a remake of a comedy back in the day. I don't think you guys have ever seen it. A Man Called Otto, which me and Taylor saw a trailer for when we saw Glass Onion. That's a Tom Hanks one where he's playing a grump. I actually really liked that trailer. That's a full-on stay-at-home watch movie, but I'm always down for some good Tom Hanks. And then a movie called Plane. Oh, it's like,
oh yeah. Oh, I got a trailer for that.
I got that preview.
Oh, Mike Coulter. Is it Mike Coulter? Yeah, Mike Coulter played Luke Cage's with Gerard Butler. Oh my
Oh, yeah.
goodness.
Does Mike
That's a
Coulter
good
have
trailer.
blonde hair in that, or is it just a shiny bald head?
I think it's just
because
like
him
ash.
with blonde
Yeah,
hair is
it's-
quite the concept.
No, he's definitely bald. That's a
Yeah.
yeah.
It when I watched the
A
trailer,
pilot
it's
finds
totally
himself
yeah.
caught in a war zone after he is forced to land his commercial aircraft during a terrible storm. He decides to fight back to keep the passengers safe from any harm until someone shows up to help.
They like team up in the trailer, and honestly, it looks like super basic. But I don't know, something about it. I'm kind of excited for this movie. It could go the route where I get really pumped for it, and then it comes out, and I just, oh yeah, I guess that's out, and just never
You're not
end up seeing it.
this.
And
There's
then
no
and then
fucking way.
down the line, 4 years, it's on Netflix.
4
and I get really pumped for it, but I don't know. The trailer got me at least.
This
4
is
years
like in
is the
s-
new if I had $1 million or a
This
gun to
is
my
like
head.
in the same universe as what is it?
Olympus has fallen.
That's the one.
Canada has
That's
fallen.
exactly
Whatever they're
it.
all called.
Travis, you skipped right over a Nick Cage movie though called The Old Way. So Taylor, are you checking?
Oh,
out?
that's the Western one, isn't it?
Did I
Yes.
skip over it? When did it come out?
Oh, there was a trailer for
Oh,
that.
this-
I'm actually super pumped for that movie.
Oh my god, this poster.
The trailer is fantastic.
It looks like it's from the 80s for sure.
Oh, if I'm trying to remember correctly, the story, like he has a daughter, and then he retired from being like a bandit gunslinger, and I guess his family's threatened, so he gets back into it. Oh,
An old
Nick Cage.
gunslinger and his daughter must face the consequences of his past when the son of the man he murdered years ago comes to take revenge. And then the synopsis, another typical Western story involving a man with a past who must fight those off. So first showing is
Typical.
not a down with this. This doesn't look like the Nick Cage movie that I need per se. So I'll just say
That's the one
that.
you want without knowing.
No, it's not the one I deserve either. So, yeah, I didn't show it because it wasn't highlighted. The other one I didn't show highlighted is The Pale Blue Eye. Very, very excited. It's a Netflix movie with Christian Bale. It's actually coming out next week in theaters. I want to try and see it, but it's him doing a Edgar Allan Poe tale. So I'm very excited to see that. Gillian Anderson's in it, Dylan. Remember her?
Oh my god! From Community, that one? Is that the
No,
same
no.
person?
Maybe I said it wrong. Gillian Anderson, Hannibal. She's a therapist.
Oh, right.
Hannibal's
The
love
yeah,
interest.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
X-Files lady.
X-Files, yeah. But I didn't think Dylan knew her from X-Files. That's why I was pulling Hannibal.
Sex
No.
Education. That's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh
I guess
yeah,
I'll come out
okay.
this
Yeah,
year.
she's
but
great.
Sam, enjoy Knives Out. Kirklin, we watching some Knives Out this weekend?
I'm very much looking forward to that. She's got some days off over the holidays, so yes, I'm
So yes,
excited to
there
get
you
in there.
go. And yes, that movie looks like from the team of Blankets Mall. It's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
bad. Yeah, it just looks like it. But you know what? Good on Gerard Butler. He knows his audience. They like what he does. He does it. Like he's working. Good for him. He's making that money.
Are those making big bucks? Like the Has
Oh,
Fallen
they're
movies?
making money.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
they
not
keep
gonna pull
making-
them up. I think they make a good amount for what the budget is. Always, I think they budget those things correctly. Kirkland's looking them up. I think Olympus Has Fallen was a
curious.
big hit, and then the rest are kind of like, they're good and stuff.
Olympus Has Fallen was a pretty damn good movie.
Okay. Let's see.
Sorry,
January.
just to cut in. I've never
Yeah.
used first showing before. What exactly determines why a thing is bold or not in this list?
I'm wondering if it's. I think if it's just the big one, or if it's in. I was gonna say theatrical, but no, there's other ones that are not theatrical
Yeah.
that are on bold. So I think it's just like maybe the ones that they got the most clicks on, or like they could be the
Interesting.
one in the most theaters as well. Because if you look at January 20th. Dylan, there's one that's the Sun. The Sun's
Yeah.
out in some places, but when it says expands, that could mean it's in a lot of theaters and stuff like that. Which that one I'm looking very forward to. It's a movie that came out in festivals. Hugh Jackman, and it's very mixed of people that love it or they hate it because they feel it's very manipulative. It's about a guy who's he's moved on and has a new wife and new kid, and he's kind of maybe a little estranged from his old wife and kid and stuff. And it's just like I'm very excited to see that, and I'm always down to see some Hugh Jackman. Al Starling and Missing. I don't know what these two movies are. Missing is a video of Al Starling, right. That's that one where Anna Kendrick, she's doing like trying to escape abusive boyfriend sort of thing, and I've heard good things about it.
Isn't the main character of Don't Worry Darling also named Alice? Like, are we
Yes.
sure it's not a sequel to
It could
that?
be. It could be. And then Hidden is just when her mom goes disappearing on vacation with her new boyfriend, June searches for answers. Okay. I'm
Seen
not
that a
gonna see
million
Missing.
times.
Yeah. Shotgun Wedding. What is Shotgun Wedding? J-Lo
I feel like I
and
could see
who's that?
myself watching that. I like J-Lo enough.
Who's the guy?
It's on
Josh
Prime Video.
Duhamel.
Buddy
Oh,
from Transformers
right.
Oh,
one.
I remember that
Yeah.
trailer. I remember that.
This is the movie that Arnie Hammer was in, but when the week all that cannibal stuff came out, he got let go. Yeah, so like this is the movie that he almost started to film, and J-Lo's like, I'm not going to film with a cannibal.
I wonder what that pitch is to like Josh. Like, hey, we really want you on this movie. The previous guy is a cannibal, so we need you to replace him.
Well, they wouldn't say that.
I think it was probably
That was
you'll
a
get.
conversation.
I think it was probably you'll get paid the same amount as Hammer, which was probably a lot more than Duhamel will get paid lately. And he's like, I'm in, So, yeah. Anything? What? This Fear was a I didn't understand what Fear was. It's a cabin movie.
I really
It's
like the poster.
You
Yeah,
like
it's
the
cool.
poster?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, the question. It's a sequel to the Batman, actually, just a question mark with the skull. But let's see. A year into living through a worldwide pandemic. Oh, always a fucking.
Okay, never mind, I'm out.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, it's just like
Pull a
comedy.
shoot. Pull a shoot.
A group of friends gather in a remote Tahoe mountain to stay in the historic Strawberry Lodge, but celebration turns to terror as one by one each guest faces their own worst fear. Sounds fun because it's January. I bet it's gonna be shit. But I'll gladly watch on Netflix when it comes out.
Yeah, for sure, me too.
The trailer's got some fucked up shit in it.
Espo says apparently it's really good. Where are you hearing this from, Espo?
He's already seen it.
Is this like peak film, or are you hearing this from festivals? 'Cause
He's got
maybe-
money in it.
5 out of 5.
Yeah, Espo's a producer. Yeah, yeah. That's his long
such a
name.
it's
great
really
twist.
good. Yeah. I heard it's really good, guys.
Okay, now we're really getting into it. February, the Brady. There's
80
this
for
is a fu-
Brady.
That's
That's
have
for
you
you,
seen
Travis.
the trailer for this, Kirkland?
It's pretty weird.
It's
is
fucking
kinda
weird. It's a bunch of women that are 70 to 80 and they're obsessed with Tom Brady and they're trying to meet him. And it's like famous actresses like Sally Field. Like, I don't know how they even convinced to do it, but to me, the main event, and I'm very excited for this. I'm excited because Kirkland has to join me for this because we had such a great old review. But, okay, Espo says he was talking about the movie Searching for My Previous Comment. Okay, so he's not talking about Fear. That
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah. Because I think Espo's is right. There's a movie called Searching, and I think this one was called Missing, right? So I think they're the same producers. They're like doing similar type of style movies. But anyways,
Interesting.
A Knock at a Cabin. This is based on a short story. I think everyone's seen the trailer. It's a family. They're camping. Batista and his goons knock on the door
Right, that
with
one.
Rupert Grint. Yeah, and they just pretty much say, like, I think they just
Oh,
insinuate
this
that
is
they.
the Shyamalan movie.
This is Shyamalan, that they have to kill them to stop the apocalypse. And Old was something. Old made me lose because I loved. I really like Split. I loved Glass, and I really liked The Visit. So I was like, Shyamalan's back, and then Old came out, and me and Kirkland had to review that, and that definitely shook my confidence in him. But like other directors, I'm always down to see what Shyamalan's doing, and I love Batista. Batista's the selling point for this, and Rupert Grint playing a bad guy is going to be fun. Jonathan Gruff's in there, so I'm definitely going to be seeing this day one. I'm very excited for it, and I like the idea of, as I've said before, are these people knocking the cabin? Are they the crazy ones, or are they actually stopping a real apocalypse? With Shyamalan, it could be either one or a third option.
I'll be there with you. I made it through Old, and it can't be much worse than that. So yeah, I'll be there.
I feel like I saw that trailer so long ago. I'm kind of surprised this movie hasn't come out yet because I haven't seen anything on it since. But I'm kind of into it. I like the trailer. It was fun.
Yeah, trailer was very mysterious. I haven't seen Old yet. Because ever since you guys told me to
Pass.
wait on it, but then that kind of kiboshed and I never got around to watching it.
Yeah,
so.
we never did a commentary track for Old. That's when the podcast kind of pivoted away from those. But next movie night, everybody, we're watching Old.
God. I'm busy that night.
So that comes out on February 3rd and then February 10th. I'm not sure anyone Magic Mike fans. They're doing their last one, Magic Mike's Last Dance. I like them enough, but nothing that I need to see in a theater.
There's some rowdy crowds when that movie was in theaters.
Oh, right. Isn't
man.
that when you
Is
talk
that when
about
you were
finding
working?
Sex?
I was when I was working.
Finding
Oh,
sex.
yeah. There's
Finding
dildos and
condoms.
stuff.
I was
Ooh.
finding sex. Guys, I found sex in there.
It sounds like the
Is
memoirs of a
Is that what your problem with Everything Everywhere All at Once is? You don't like dildos in your movies?
100%, yeah.
Wow.
That was for you, Taylor.
Yeah, I
Processing,
forgot that there were
processing.
dildos in there. I just remember
I
the
guess
butt
it's
plugs.
more of like a butt plug, but there's probably also dildos.
Butt plugs are okay.
No, the daughter takes
There
out a
wa-
dildo.
there was
as
a dildo,
sword and
yeah.
fight.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
They got it all.
Yeah, that sounded like a sex ad. Like I was walking the streets finding sex, like just that term. But yeah, okay. So Magic Mike, no Geek First review there, so look out for that. What about love? So that's coming out on February or on for Valentine's weekend. This has to be some sort of two young lovers change their lives of their parents forever when their parents learn from a joyful experience of their kids and allow themselves again to find love. What the fuck is this movie? Never mind.
For some reason, the poster with the shirt that the guy's wearing, he not that he looks like Benedict, but he looks like Doctor Strange specifically. He's got the red cape. He's got the mustache.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's like a love novel. Yeah,
sex parody of Doctor Strange.
And you just gotta call it "What About Strange." Yeah, well there you go. That's coming out. What about Strange? S-Bubs is right. Everyone watched the Conan O'Brien thing where he goes to Magic Mike. It's fucking gold. Conan is the best. So check that out if you're not a Magic Mike fan. But before Ant-Man, there is a huge... I don't like our odds, Taylor, because it says one night only. But there's a huge movie that's an event movie for me and Taylor. We didn't get fucking the mean one. And I'm sure we're not going to get this one either. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. I want to see these fucking movies. Kelowna apparently doesn't get any of them. I'm just bummed. And because you know what's going to happen. We have to wait till VOD and it's going to get spoiled. Luckily, the mean one hasn't been spoiled. But I'm looking forward to this in a so bad it's so good sense. And we'll definitely talk about it at some point. Will it be the day of? I don't know. So, Taylor, I know you're excited.
I'm excited. Yeah, I just think that when you first hear about this kind of movie, it's like, oh my god, why hasn't this idea been done before? This is so wacky, and it's just it's breaking new ground. I would say taking a childhood icon, something that we've all grown up with and are familiar with, and just using our demographic to kind of gain popularity with it, and just kind of twist it on us in a way that was like a sick way that we'll like. I think it's great. So I hope it comes to Kelowna.
S-Bubs is right. I probably should tweet at the director again and say, hey, it's like coming to Kelowna, BC. It worked with the mean one. He just said, no, it's not. So that's probably what I'll just get. But, you know, I'll try.
Might as well try.
Kirkland,
Yeah,
Dylan.
I'm gonna see if I can find it in Vancouver. Maybe one of the many theaters will have it available, and I'll take a little video on my phone, send it to you guys. You can watch it that way.
You're not actually
I'm sure they
see this
won't
one,
mind.
Are you?
What's that?
You're not actually seeing this one, though, Dylan, are you?
Oh, I'm super into it. I love the concept. I would
Okay.
definitely go see it. If I have to go very far in Vancouver to go see it, I don't think I would. But if it's nearby, I'd definitely go check it out.
Now, here's the follow-up. Do you bring Muds to it?
I don't know if she'd be into it.
Yeah, I
She's
feel
been
like
very
it's-
anti-horror lately. I feel like this won't be quite trashy, so I don't know if she's going to be into it.
It's trash galore. Kirkland, I think you're the least hyped on Blood and Honey. I feel like you're always like, meh, look at this.
Yeah, if it's easy, if it falls in my lap, maybe I'll watch it. But
4 years?
maybe 4 years down the line. Yeah.
There you go. Well, and then the big event movie coming up first of the year, I'd say Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I think we've talked about this obviously a lot because we just did our MCU Golden Geeks and stuff like that. But I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see Jonathan Majors. I'm excited to see Payne Reed's. Like I wanted to make this like an Avengers level movie, so I'm excited to see what they bring. I like Paul Rudd, so it's all a good time for me. I don't know honestly once we get through this list because there's so many movies if it's in my top 5. Actually, it might not even be in my top 10, but I am excited for it nonetheless.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm very much not looking forward to the timing because it comes out the night before my final. So we'll see what happens leading up to it. But for the movie itself, I'm very much looking forward to seeing Kang in his true power form. And I'm just, I don't know. It's interesting how I haven't seen Kang too much yet, but I feel like since Jonathan Majors has just been in like other films and stuff, I've just been like wanting to actually see him in this role now that I'm seeing him more. So maybe that Thanos effect is affecting me. But yeah, very much looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think. I've always been excited for it. Just the concept, even just when I had the title, I was like, okay, I think this is going to be a movie for me. But I think it was at Avatar when I got another trailer for this. And I was like, damn, I cannot wait for this. Like, this is just going to be such a good time at the theater. You know, one of those movies.
Yeah. Taylor, excited? Yeah.
I'm excited, to see the Kang variant who is just going like balls to the walls, just fucking breaking skulls and just like taking names. Just
Looking for sex.
Yeah, looking for sex. Different from the one that we saw in Loki, so...
Fuck you, fish folk.
Right, the fish folk. I forgot about them. February 24th. Jesus Revolution. I think it's like a music movie. I don't know what Mummies is. Oh my god, that's some kids movie we're gonna watch on Netflix so I can beat S-Bubs next year in a movie poll. And then Cocaine Bear. I never saw the trailer, but I heard enough of what Kirklin said that made me go, I don't know if I need to see this. I'm not the biggest fan of Elizabeth Banks as a director. She did Pitch Perfect 2. She did fucking
Charlie's
Angels. Yeah. And I feel like there's another one. I just not a fan of her work behind the camera, and she's here again. So I will see this if people say good things about it, and I'll see it at home. This is not a theater trip for me, this one.
Yeah, if I'm going to see any bear at the theaters fucking people up, I want it to be Winnie the Pooh. I don't know if I'm as into this one.
Big crossover. They fight at the end. Pooh Button Honey goes up against Cocaine Bear. Taylor, you seen Cocaine Bear in theaters?
I don't know. I don't know if I really feel like I need to slap my $10 on this. If it's in 3D, maybe. I think this movie could really do some
What about
wondrous
4D? And they
effects.
just throw cocaine in the theater?
Yeah, just throw cocaine.
They throw a bear in there too. Lock the door.
Oh, he's trained. Don't worry, he's trained. No, I'm excited for Alden Ehrenreich. S-Bubs, I think my excitement for Alden Ehrenreich died after Solo. I don't know if I can ever be excited for that dude again, but
Poor guy.
yeah, good thing he's in there. Kirkland, I know you're not seeing this one.
No, not interested.
There you go. So, and like, what is that? Ant-Man and Wasp is going to run whatever game until then. March 3rd, Creed 3. I'm very excited. Expect a Solo review.
I know. I want to watch the Rambos leading up to it because I feel like I've only seen like
Well, that
one
won't help
Rambo,
It's all the same.
and then get to
universe.
Creed. It's
No,
not
that
the
one-
same universe.
No,
Rambo
Rambo
makes
would
sense.
not help you. The movie about
Oh,
the war
fuck.
vet.
Rocky. Damn it! You guys just let me on my own there. You
Imagine
bastards.
that. He watches all 5 Rambos and gets
Like, I can't wait to see Creed.
what a change. He goes from a war vet to a boxer. Wow.
If I had heard that they were connected, but he wasn't a boxer or anything like that, just think it's a Rambo continuation. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Well,
nice.
yes.
He's used
I'm
his
gonna watch
war
the
money
right
to become
movies.
a trainer.
And honestly, I heard Creeds were good, but seeing Jonathan Majors just getting all fucking jacked up for this
Oh,
movie,
yeah.
holy shit, I'm scared. Yeah, I'm a little bit scared of him.
So here's the thing I think I could say too is I realistically think you could watch Creed without seeing the Rockies. I
Yeah?
really do. I think they give you
Isn't he
enough
in it?
background. Yeah, but they fill you in enough on the stuff you need to know about about Rocky and the relationship stuff. I think it might be a sense where you watch and go like, oh, I want to go back now. But I think you could watch them and not have to see the other ones.
like
You could just
comparable
see
to
Creed's
Top
story.
Gun? Because I feel like Top Gun did a decent
Yes,
job of that.
I think
Yeah,
so. I think
okay.
very comparable to Top Gun. So
All right, there you go.
Cool.
Yeah, so 2 Creeds is a lot easier to watch than however many Rockies there are.
Yeah,
How
and
many?
the
Is there
Rambos.
5?
I think there is 5 now.
Whew.
The reason I forget because they have a lot of different titles, like the subtitle titles, not like it's like First Blood, and then one's just called like Rambo. Like the first Rambo's not even called Rambo; it's something else. So.
Talk about Rocky. I asked about Rocky.
Oh shit! There is 5 Rockies. Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck. God. That would
Said
work though
First
too.
Blood. I'm like,
Rocky
Jesus,
First
he killed a
Blood.
man?
Well, it's about boxing and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Oh, Dylan Taylor. Anyone seen Creed? Or are you guys skipping that guy?
I think I'm gonna try and actually join you on the review for that because I loved those older Rocky movies. I watched with my dad, and I wrote Rocky 2. That Rocky 2 is the one where Apollo just gets decked by the Russian guy, is it not? Or is that
No,
Rocky
that's-
3?
That's 4, I think.
It's 4. It's been so long, so I definitely would go through and binge all of them just to kind of catch up. And I've never seen Creed 1 or 2, so this is a great opportunity for me to get into it. So
No retro, folks. That's not on the slate next year, just so you know. So I don't know how much the Rocky movies would pull numbers wise, but Dylan seen Rocky or Rambo this year?
No Rocky, no Rambo, no Creed. It's not really my thing, but honestly, seeing the trailers for this one, like just to see the performance between Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors, like it does look very good. So maybe at some point I'll catch up. I feel like the trailers kind of give away the whole plot of it, but I also don't know if that's what you're there for. So I don't know. I guess I feel a bit mixed on it, where it's like I feel like I'd have to do a lot of homework. At least Creed 1 and 2 to get there. So I don't know if
Yeah.
I'll do it by March 3rd, but maybe by the end of the year I'll have checked it out.
And then also, fun fact: this is Michael B. Jordan's first movie as well, directing. So we're going to see what
Right.
chops he has,
That's
and
exciting.
if it's good, then yeah, you can go on and do a bunch of other stuff. So then, this is when we start to get, oh boy, it just gets big time. So here we go. After that, March 10th. Now it has been delayed, so we will talk about that Adam Driver movie in a second. So right now it's Inside and Scream 6. Inside, I'm looking very forward to, because anytime you just got William Dafoe doing weird stuff, I don't know. To be honest, I'm probably not going to see this one in theater because there's so much stuff, but I will see it at some point. And then Scream 6, I love Scream. I can't wait to see what these directors continue to do. I'm very excited. We're going to New York. So I'm excited for both those films come March 10th.
Inside, I feel very mixed on Inside for some reason. I don't. I just feel like they cast him in this weird, wacky role, but I don't. I feel like there's nothing in the trailer that's making me feel like that's going to be uplifted in any way. Like I think it could be silly, maybe get a couple good meme moments, but I don't think it's one that I would, as Taylor said, slap my $10 down to go see it in theaters. It doesn't seem like there's going to be enough going on there, enough juice. No thoughts on Scream.
I'm always down to see Scream. And I mean, I'm not as diehard into the franchise as other folks, but I do appreciate that it's still going on, because I think that's something. I mean, we don't have any new Friday 13th, any new Nightmare on Elm Streets or anything like that, which I think is a shame. So the fact that Scream is still kicking at it and going at it, I think that's great, because he's an horror icon. And I'm down to see him branch out and go to New York. It seems like all the greats eventually get here. Jason and
Going to space.
Kevin
next.
McAllister.
Yeah, he's going to
true,
yeah, he's going to Hood next.
the Hood. There we go.
And he's gonna go back to the Hood in 2028. Go check out the Leprechaun movies.
No comment on the other film.
No, no, not Inside. And then it got delayed, which I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing, but 65 got delayed to 17th. Taylor, you've not talked about this movie on cast, so I have to get your thoughts first. What do you think of this movie? Adam Driver, much like Planet of the Apes, he lands on a planet. No, it's not our planet anymore. 65 million in the past. Boom. Fucking dinosaurs. What are you thinking about 65?
65 is a ripe number. I mean, I've met a few people that are 65 years old, and that's like
Just a
thing
few.
to be.
Just a few.
But if we're talking 65 million years, fuck, that's a whole other tier. I can't wait to get into this movie with that. I think Adam Driver is a perfect fit. Slap him in that Planet of the Apes cosmetic, give him the high technology like the Predator Yautja tech, and just have him face off against some primeval dinosaurs. Like, I am so down for this. It's just going to be a good time. It's got like the Logan thing going on too, like this girl, and he's got to like protect her.
It's gonna be a perfect end to his story too.
I think just because there's a kid doesn't mean it's Logan. Logan is like, it's the end of the character. It's depressing. It's dark. Not, oh, there's a little kid in it. Like, it's every Home Alone a Logan movie. Like, oh man. What about you, Dylan? 65? They got you going?
Yeah, I haven't seen the trailer, but I've seen people talking about it a lot. I like that hook. I'm into it. What's the how does he end up doing? Is it kind of like an interstellar thing? He goes through a black hole and ends up in the past?
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like I think he's on a mission and he's carrying a craft with like a bunch of people, and it's like find a new planet, and he gets right back to where he started, but with a twist.
Damn. I'm into it. I like the concept. It's fun.
Kirk and Patzer.
Yeah, this sounds like a fun idea for sure. And to have Adam Driver in there, that'll be enough to get Shay in. So I'm I'm excited that I'll have a compatriot for this grand adventure, 65 million years in the past. And Adam Driver in a role like this is just strange.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited. Someone made a joke like this is an Adam Driver trying to buy his second house type of movie, because it's like, but it's produced by Sam Raimi. I like the directing pair. I already talked about Travis Tully, so I won't go too much into it. I'm very curious to see how this movie does, because like I said before, I think it's just not going to do well. I don't think people are going to go pay for a dinosaur adventure that's not Jurassic World. I hope I'm wrong. It's the same producers as Quiet Place as well, so I hope there's like a sneak hit there. I think the movie could be great. I think there's some really good visuals in the trailer and the vibe. Like, it looks very serious, so I'm looking so forward to it. But it's coming at a tough time. Like, this is what they should try to put in January, but then the same day coming out is Shazam! Fury of the Gods. I will say, and with 65, I'm not sure if it's in my top 5. We'll get there. If it's not, it's close. But I'll say I have no excitement for Shazam. I'll be on the review. It's a comic book film. That's my bread and butter. I have zero, zip, nada. These trailers, everything's just not doing it for me. And I don't think this is going to do the greatest either. And so I'm going to ask everybody the same question. So there will be reviews for both. I don't know who's going to be on them all. But I legitimately will see 65 first before Shazam. I'm way more excited to see 65 than Shazam. And that's saying something. Shazam's a comic book movie, and I'm like, meh. That's fine. And I feel like there's just no hype for that movie right now. So that's where I am. The trailers look, if you like the first Shazam, I think you'll like this. But it just looks even just more, I don't know, just it's there. I just feel like it's there. When we got movies like fucking The Batman and Multiverse of Madness, like this feels like it's like Black Adam again, where it's like this is just another kind of, okay, a fun, generic superhero movie. And I'm fine to pass it.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't even seen the first one, so
Retro,
I really,
right? Yeah.
Retro someday, maybe 4 years down the line. I don't know. Nothing's really like pushing me to want to rewatch the first one either. Shay saw it, and like every time I'm like, oh, I haven't seen Shazam yet. Like, you want to throw that on? She's like, nah, let's watch something else. So I don't know. Nothing's really pulling me for it. And like at Avatar, I feel like that was like a pretty packed theater when that trailer came on. I feel like there wasn't like a single laugh at it. Like,
every time
was
I'm in the
strange.
theater and that trailer plays, it's dead fucking silent.
Yeah.
In busy theaters, no one laughs at this trailer. I'm telling you, it's bad Marvel humor. That's what I feel about it. It's MCU humors. That's when it's not good. Like, no one laughs at these trailers. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And like they got big names in there too, and still no one's
Yeah.
like seems to be really pumped for it. So yeah, they're, I don't know, not doing enough to get me in there to want to watch the first one to get pumped for this one. So I'm gonna be definitely seeing 65 before that.
Dylan.
I'm pretty mid on that first one, and I also feel like I would need to rewatch it for this. But I think for me, like I'm interested in Batman 2 and Joker 2, but I think other than that, I'm kind of out on DC until I think I'll
big old
try
reboot?
again. Yeah, I think I'll try again when James Gunn's like first produced movie is out, because I want to see what the new DC is going to look like. But I think we're going to talk about 2 other DC movies I think coming out next year, and I think I'm kind of out on all 3 of them. Not really too interested because Batman 2 and Joker 2 aren't next year, right?
No,
Maybe
Joker
is,
2.
but-
Joker's 2 is 2024 rumored, and then the Batman's not even until 2025. So and
Right.
I think the first James Gunn movie will be in 2024. So that's when you get to jump back in the DC
So
world.
that kind of works out because I will not have seen any DC things next year. I don't think I saw any this year, or I guess
Clean
Batman. It was
slate.
so long ago. Oh my god. So I'll have a nice big break for DC. So I think I'll be rejuvenated and excited to get back into stuff, but not next year, the year after.
So I did the Shazam review with Jessica and Taylor, and they loved it. So that's why I want to ask Taylor's thoughts, but I also want to ask him what he would see first after this first ad break. Boom, we're back. Taylor, where are you in a Shazam 2? And also, like I said, what would you be seeing first? You walk in the theater, you got Shazam 2, which you really like the first Shazam. You really like dinosaurs, so you got that. What are you seeing first?
Oh, I'm going to 65.
Oh, yeah.
no question.
Cinema.
The
Gotta get that.
65-year-old
I want to
friends.
see that sequel. Yeah.
Yeah, come on, gather around.
But yeah, I mean, I am excited for Shazam 2. I don't know if I'll be as excited as I was for that first one, because I really liked how they did that first one. It was fun, but my fear is that this is going to be just more of that same kind of what made the first one kind of good, and I don't think I really need more of that kind of same
Like, why is that a
thing.
fear if you really like the first? I fear it's like the
Well,
first
I like
one.
it, but I don't want them to do the same thing again and just like different aesthetic with different villains. I want them to build off of that with a good kind of development and new adventure. So,
Are you
it'll be
still seeing
interesting to see.
Shazam 2, or am I reviewing that alone?
I'm seeing it.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be seeing it. Yeah,
So
I was
expect
curious.
the 65 review first. I'm going to say on the GeekVerse feeds.
I was curious because I saw a post that Zachary Levi commented saying his future in DC is secure. Now, does he just mean because his movie's coming out? Because I think after the movie, he's toast.
Well, so him and Gunn are good friends in real life, so people have kind of insinuated maybe he will be around for the reboot, but
this
I
is
hope
biased.
not. I agree. I've
His
said that's what Travis
girlfriend
told you.
too.
Yeah, his wife now. It's his wife, but
Okay.
I think if everyone gets rebooted, Gal, Henry, but all his fucking friends and family get to stick around, that's such
His
bullshit.
brother's the
Yeah,
lead
well,
of
it really-
like a new DC movie.
Yeah.
New Man of
Shazam
Steel.
hasn't crossed over in any way. There was that one Superman joke, right? But that was the only way Shazam's crossed over in any way?
It's
Yeah,
got the Batman kind of.
They
well,
reference the DCU in
got
the
the
first
Logan
one
thing.
and this one. Like even in the trailer, right? He's talking about Flash and Wonder Woman. So like, it's loose where you could change it and stuff. I just think it's more like I said, it's like a bias thing, right? Just like, I just don't like that he'll keep people that are affiliated with him and his projects, but everyone else is gone. You know, I think it's smart to just clean slate it all around. You know, so
Fair enough. Yeah.
we'll see. And I'm very excited. I would love nothing more. I know it sounds bad. I'd love nothing more than 65 to do better than Shazam and just see the chaos that happens. What is this? Champions. What the fuck is Champions? Oh, it's some like wrestling movie or something.
It's like some coaching movie.
Oh yeah, no thank you. Anyways,
That's
and then
pretty
the
meh.
week after that, John Wick Chapter 4. I dropped a little spoiler last week. Maybe or maybe not. We'll be having some build-up reviews to that. But I'm excited because I have only seen John Wick 1 and stopped after that. I love John Wick 1. We've talked about this before. Me, Dylan, Kyle, and Briggs were going to review John Wick 2. We went to the theater. It was sold out. None of us never saw it, and we all just gave up. we never returned to the
Didn't try
franchise at all.
hard.
Yeah, and like to me, the reason I haven't gone back is like John Wick 1, it ends in a way where like that could be it. Like you don't have to watch the other ones. It ends as like a solo. That's good. But I'm excited to get in the world. I love Keanu. I like the things around it. They're making that Ana de Armas spin-off movie right now, Ballerina with yeah. You didn't know about this, Dylan?
I did. I'm just
Okay, yeah,
If I
Keanu's
hear
in it.
Armas, my ears
Yeah.
perk up.
Norman Reedus is in it, so I'm excited to get fully in the world, and yeah, we will be reviewing this one. Finally, be dipping our toes in the John Wick world in a few ways. So yeah, anyone else excited for John Wick Chapter 4?
Not yet, but I
uh,
hope to be.
Yeah, yeah, but I hope to.
Again, I didn't see them until well after 3 was all like done in theaters. So when I got around to seeing the first one, I just thought, okay, let's see what this is about. That first one just blew my mind. I immediately did the second one, and I immediately did the third one right after. I was just hooked.
Wow,
Like,
it's like
they're,
throwing 'em.
they're
Did
so
one after
good.
the other.
Oh,
You're
yeah, I
supposed to
couldn't-
do all three, but I did.
Give me more.
I couldn't stop
I want no
myself.
part of this shit.
I had like no self control watching these, and it was just so good. I can't wait
What
for
were you
this
doing
fourth
while
one.
you were watching them? You had no control.
Can't
Yes,
say.
I am so excited to finally just discover these movies. I've yet to see any of them. There's been a couple times the last few weeks where I just like see it there, but I'm like I'm not ready to get in there. I feel like it's gonna be like a really fun ride.
You
where
won't
gotta
have any
strap
self
in,
control
so-
if you start. too
Yeah,
soon.
exactly.
When you watch too many movies, you're gonna get the answer to why do you come? So just, you know. What is it like watching John Wick series all together? Getting cocked. Anyway, so we got that coming out, and then the week after, this. I'm excited to see where you guys all are on this as far as if you're going to be watching or reviewing. I don't know. I think I am. It's definitely one I could see me skipping. Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves. Again, they could have just called it Dungeons and Dragons. It would have been fine. But I think this movie is going to fucking eat it, as I've said before. I don't think people are going to see this movie. I don't think the community is different. I don't think even the way they preview it, I feel like they're trying to make it like a medieval Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know. I'm a 50-50 if I see this one. Just because there is so many movies coming out, this might be a week where I go, you know what? I think I could skip this one for now. So I'm iffy. It's a point of life. But is anybody right now for sure seeing Dungeons & Dragons March 30th? March 31st.
I'm a for sure. I'm gonna be there.
You're for
day
sure?
one.
Wow.
Yeah,
I think I'm a for sure too.
I
Oh my
was
God.
I was
There you
in
go.
like I don't know over the 50% mark, but then Shay saw the trailer and she was totally down, and I think it lines up for when she's off. So she's really pumped for it. That means I'm, I was semi on the line, but Dungeons and Dragons, and this was one too where in Avatar we got this trailer, and actually like I feel like a good amount of the theater were getting the laughs, and like they seem to be in on it. And Chris Pine, he's great. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
And Taylor, you're another one that's you're for sure seeing it. So we can expect a review.
I think I'm for sure seeing it. It's just every time I see
think
the
I'm for
trailer, it makes me laugh. There's so many good humorous moments, and Chris Pine is he's just a dang good time with his little like instruments that he's playing and stuff like that. Fuck. And Michelle Rodriguez. Oh my goodness, that too. And
Yeah, there you
Justice Smith. Holy fuck, this is my kind of movie.
Oh God!
Dylan.
Is that the lady from It as well?
Yep.
Yeah.
Everly,
okay.
yeah.
Mhm.
You got him, and then you got that guy that everyone thinks is super good looking from
And,
that Netflix
yeah.
show.
Bridgerton. That's
Yeah,
Shay loves that
Bridgerton,
show.
yeah.
So there you go. She saw him and got all excited. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a fun time.
Good cast. Dylan, what side are you
I'm-
on?
I'm on the fence with you, Travis. I don't know where I'm gonna sit yet. I mean, I feel like this could be an impulse buy for me. Like when those tickets go live, I'm like, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm jumping in. So I'd say I'm maybe more on the positive side than you are, Travis, but I'm still like sitting on that fence a little bit.
That's fair. And then The Heart of a Lion. What is The Heart of a Lion? The Life and Boxing Career of George Foreman. Okay, so it's a doc. There you go. If you like George Foreman, you got a documentary coming out. Very good. Get a grill. On a Wing and a Prayer. What the fud is this coming out?
April.
April. Oh no, it's Dennis Quaid. After a pilot dies unexpectedly while flying the plane, a passenger is forced to land the plane safely in order to save his entire family. I can't wait to fucking watch this because it's Dennis Quaid. So it's gonna be cheesy. I'm not seeing that in theaters though. Don't worry.
I'm not.
April 7th, some big stuff. The Pope's Exorcist. Yeah, that has to be. That's on. You're seeing that, right?
Am I seeing that? I don't know. These
It's not
Exorcist
normal
movies.
Exorcist. It's the Pope's Exorcist.
Pope's Exorcist. These Exorcist movies, they're taking a toll on me. I don't know if I could do it.
I'll
go if one of you guys
Exorcist
comes
right
over there.
now.
Yeah.
One of you guys comes with me, I'll do it.
No, I'm not seeing the Pope's Exorcist.
I'll buy your ticket.
No, we're not doing that again.
Sorry, I'm reading the synopsis of this about a guy who performed more than 100,000 exorcisms in his lifetime. How does that even math out? Like you're
doing them
crushing
in
multiple
bulk at one
exorcisms
point.
a
Yeah.
day at that point. That is insane.
Wait,
Tell them to group up.
wait, no. If he does it? Because if he lived for 91 years, you don't think you get 100,000 exorcisms.
You think he was doing them
What's the
for
math
91
on
years?
Like when did he start? When did he do his first exorcism? Let's say
Okay.
it's 20.
Get the old
let's see.
calculator.
There's 91. He's 91 times 365, right? So that's only 33,000. I don't know. How
Well, I was gonna say the average human lifespan is 27,000.
Well, he says he's 91 in this.
So if he's
He was 91,
91,
he passed
that would
away.
have to be 33,000.
Yeah,
like
did that.
daily. So he is doubling. He's double dipping multiple days.
Well, so wait, 100,000 divided by, let's just say 33,000.
But you have to
he
think
has to
he
do at
probably
least
takes a
3
day off.
exorcisms a day. He has to
But
do
you have to
3
think he probably
exorcisms
takes a day off here
For
or there.
91
So there's a couple
years.
days where he's doing 5, 6, 7.
Not in the church.
Get him in
He's
here,
not
get him
taking
in
days
here.
off.
Fuck,
They're
I
just
want to see
rolling.
this now. I just got to see this for the to learn about it. That's insane.
It's gonna be one of these movies that we're gonna see trailers and we're like, oh, remember we talked about that on the movie preview and stuff. Like
Yeah.
they're just rolling in people that are like possessed. Like, here, Father, here's another one. Like, who's playing? Russell Crowe is playing the
Russell
guy.
Crowe,
Oh
no
no!
way.
Oh man. Well, I might have to see this at some point. Oh, Cornell John, the guy from Resident Evil who played what's his
Oh, yeah.
name? Blade? Yeah, there we go. Fuck. Anyway, so lots of things are going on, but obviously the one we'll all be seeing, I think one of, I'm not going to speak for everybody, but I feel a safe bet that it's on a lot of people's anticipated list, the Super Mario Bros. Movie. I don't know what there is more to say for me because every time a trailer comes out, I just say it looks great. It might be my most anticipated. I can't wait for the cast. I can't wait to see it with my family. I can't wait for everything. Everything I've seen from this looks like a home run, so I cannot wait for this movie.
I second that.
I
Super
third that.
excited for it. Looks amazing. Can't wait.
Yeah, can't wait for this movie.
Renfield is coming up the next month. Oh, this has to be, Taylor, you got to be excited for this. This is the one where Nicolas Cage is playing Dracula. No
I've
synopsis
been
yet.
waiting for some kind of like tidbit on this movie. We just
The
have that
trailer's
one
coming
image.
soon.
It's coming soon. Okay.
Yeah, Robert Kirkman wrote this, the writer of Walking Dead and Invincible. Nicholas Holt's also in here. Apparently, it's very rated R and very gory. That's what people have said. Awkwafina's in here. Ben Schwartz is in here. Holy shit. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be in theaters. I think there's a good chance. Nicolas Cage playing Dracula, like that's hard to turn down. So I think I will see. I want to see the trailer, but I'm definitely in.
I'm excited to see more than just that
Seems
like
fun.
leak shot of him on the street. I'm so tired of just
Yes.
seeing that.
Oh, I know. Show it everywhere. Yeah. Anybody else? Taylor, you felt it's like you said nothing on this. You know.
No, I talked about it, but I'll reiterate. Oh, I'm in.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Then not much out there, and then April
Suzumi.
21st.
Super excited for that.
Oh, there you go. You got anything to say, Suzumi?
Looks cool.
Oh yeah. Same maker of Your Name. That is like one of the greatest movies I've ever seen in my life. So highly recommend.
There you go.
And Weathering with You. Forgot about that one.
And then April 21st, I'm very excited for this Evil Dead Rise. We're getting another edition in the Evil Dead series. A twisted tale of two estranged sisters whose reunion is cut short by the rise of flesh-possessing demons, thrusting them in a primal battle for survival. Face the most nightmarish version of the family imaginable. I think it takes place in like a hotel or something like that this go around. I'm very excited. I love the Evil Dead franchise. I was just ashamed we didn't get any more of that remake. Taylor, I know you're excited for this one.
Am I excited?
I thought you were. I feel like you're with me. That's a connoisseur of the remake. You're a big fan of that one.
Yeah. No, I'd be curious to see what.
Shut me right down.
Just teasing.
Fuck.
I'd be curious to see like what we'll kind of get from this, and just kind of carrying forth. I mean, I hope it leads to more in this kind of universe, but I don't know.
There you go. It takes place in a high-rise building. There you go. That's why it's Evil Dead Rises. There you go.
Oh, they're going for that pun. Yeah, I definitely. I liked the first season of the Ash vs. Evil Dead and the second one because there's just the three, and it sucks that they kind of like ended it where they did. It would have been cool to kind of see where it picked up, but the first season was just great for that show. And there's something about the names that always confuse me, like Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2, how that kind of works. But like Evil Dead 2 with Bruce Campbell, where they go to the cabin, that one's just such an easy thing to watch and just put on.
Well, they go to the cabin in Evil Dead 1 as well.
I can't remember. Like I got the two confused because
They both are in cabins. They're both in cabins.
they're both in cabins. Okay, that's what I thought. It's definitely the second one that I latch on to then because it's just there's something easy to just sit back and enjoy just watching it because it's so fucking creepy and weird and distorted, but it's a good time. I've only seen that new one, maybe the remake once, and it was brutal. Like it was good, but it was like, fuck, this is brutal. Oh, Kirklin.
Oh yeah, the tongue.
Mother sucks cocks in hell. It's just like some of the weirdest shit in that movie. I can't wait to maybe talk about that in the new year. Dylan, you got any touchstone to Evil Dead at all?
Absolute zero. I've not seen any of these, so I'm interested. How many is there? What would I have to do on homework wise to catch up?
There's 4. And
Okay,
they're
that's a
relatively
lot
on
of
the
work.
shorter side, the first 2 ones. But the first 3 are directed all by Sam Raimi, and then the 4th one, it's a remake, but it's kind of its own thing in a way and stuff like that. So,
Well, I think the thing that may maybe prevent me from doing that is that I see that the same day as Next Goal Wins, which is a movie I did not know about until this moment, but written and directed by Taika Waititi, Will Arnett, Elizabeth Moss, Michael Fassbender. So I'm very excited for this all of a sudden because, I mean, Taika's work, like, say what you will about the Thor movies, but Jojo Rabbit, Wilder People,
Yes.
What We Do in the Shadows, just amazing stuff. I love his original movies and characters and worlds and all that. So I'm, like, super into this all of a sudden. Did not know it existed, but now it's, like, way shot up my list.
I can help you because it just got delayed to September a couple days ago.
All
So
right.
there you go.
Come on, first showing. What are you doing?
I think
Catch up.
because they're trying to get it more in like an Oscar season. But yeah, this film has been filmed for like 2 years now. It was
This is
shelved
the
because
first I've heard of it, I swear.
it's shelved because of COVID, and also was in the middle of the Disney Fox buyout. So my hope is that it comes out and we get another great Fassbender movie because Fassbender, everyone knows, one of my first loves, and it's just like. He had
Where's he
a
been,
string. He had all those movies, and I think he was like, I gotta stop. Like he had a string of not good movies, and it was weird because that was never Fassbender's deal. So I'm hopefully he's back, and I'm looking very forward to Next Goal Wins. But I need to deliver with with Fassbender here, and I think Fassbender doing comedy is very underrated. So I'm excited to see that. So
Nice.
Yeah, I really like the cast too. Will Arnett, Elizabeth Moss, other people that I liked and saw in there that I'm
Yep.
forgetting now. But yeah, very much excited for that.
anything on Evil Dead as well? Were you there, Kirkland?
Yeah, I feel like when I see more of it, I'm definitely gonna get into the mood again because those original 2, I think I've only seen the first 2 and the remake as well, but yeah, they got a special place in my heart. My dad showed them to me when I was probably too young to watch them, so they like definitely imprinted on me.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I have a soft spot for. Yeah, there you go. Too. And yeah, I think they did a really good job with the remake too. So I'm totally down for continuation of this. Is it like just its
I think
own
it's just
brand
a new
new thing?
chapter. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think and that's a good thing. It might just be.
I'm down
like
for that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, another movie I forgot that where Arnie Hammer got replaced by Will Arnett because they did the thing where he had filmed all the scenes and they had to go back and refilm all of
that's
his
brutal.
scenes with Will Arnett and stuff. So
Stuff.
yeah, we'll see. It's a lot to chew on, but So, anyways, in May, well, let's take our second ad break, and we'll be right back with May, which is another big month. So we'll be right back. And we're back. So we're starting off hot with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. As usual, I feel like we talked a lot about this with the MCU, and we just had the trailer recently, or the MCU Golden Geeks. I'm excited. I will spoil and say it's definitely in my top 5. I'm very excited to see what James Gunn does as a finale for these characters. Like a lot of the characters, like a lot of the cast, I'm expecting a very tearful yet good finale for this set of Guardians.
Yeah, the more I watch the trailer, the more excited I get for this. I thought the first time I watched it, it was really good, but this last time I watched it, I was sitting there again for Avatar, and man, I was like tearing up just the trailer. I'm like, this is gonna be such a ugly cry type movie, and hopefully it delivers for this chapter of the Guardians that we know and love.
It's gonna be sick. Can't wait.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna be very emotional. I mean, I can't. Animals dying on screen always fucking gets me. You're gonna see this fucking Rocky Raccoon here die. It's
Rocky.
Rambo.
Let's see. Kyle says he's looking forward to see how the Guardians 3 explores the cosmic side of the MC that James was originally set to build. Yeah, that got all screwed up because now he's going to go build DC. So there you go. It all works out. But I think we're all excited for that. May 12th is Love Again. Just a movie to come out because everyone knows Guardians is just going to be running game for that week. So nothing's really coming out. Book club, the next chapter. I got to click on this. Who's in the book club? Oh, it's a bunch of the fucking senior actresses again. It's the same. Oh, actually,
it's 80 for Brady. Same
it
cast.
is. It's the same cast. Actually, I think this first movie was a hit, so I think it's a smart one to release with Guardians because that's probably that demo of like, fuck these Rambo raccoon. I'm gonna see this. But May 19th. Fuck, just the fact that it's 2 weeks apart. Fast 10, part 1 of 2 of the finale, the last Fast and Furious until Vin Diesel gets no other work and then he reboots it in a couple of years. Or my theory is they're going to like de-age him and do prequels. But we just even heard rumors today that Gal Gadot is apparently in Fast 10. So good timing because she's quite free nowadays, it sounds like. But I'm excited. I like that these rumors are coming out that people are saying prep very much to be like Deathly Hallows Part 1 or Mockingjay Part 1 where it's going to be like a clear like cliffhanger cut. With Gal coming back, it's like a comic movie now. No one ever really dies. We've had like 3 or 4 major deaths, and they just all come back. But I'm excited to see how this fucking crazy mess caps off and what we do here. So I'll be there. We'll be reviewing it. This movie's like super expensive now because everyone doesn't remember. They're 9 days into filming, and their director left because he was done with Vin Diesel's shit. So like they had like a month of just like no director and like production was running and just oozing out money. So I think it was like, I'd have to look at maybe S-Bubs, you know off the top of your head the budget, but I think it was like 350 or 4, like it's like Endgame Avatar levels because of these productions. But I will see it. Taylor, we reviewed the last Fast and Furious. You excited for the part 1 and part 2 of the epic conclusion?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be kind of funny to see what they pull out of their ass, but I mean, I'm there for it.
Like, what are they gonna cliffhanger us on? You know, like I really don't.
They're gonna go back 65 million years, and they're gonna
they pull up in a
dinosaurs.
dinosaur. Yeah, man. Dylan, I know you're. This has fast passed you by.
Yeah, no, not my series. I'll leave it at that.
Kirklin, you jumping on for this last ride?
I got to do like homework to prep for this. I haven't seen the last handful, so one day I'll get around to it. Maybe in 4 years I'll see Fast X.
When it's all done.
I don't think I'll be catching up in time for this one.
Taylor, is this real? I suppose hopefully the time travel rumors are real. Are you memeing, or what is the source of time travel rumors? Because if there's fucking time travel in Fast and Furious,
That's the source. $340 million.
$340 million budget. Oh,
Now, is that for both of them? Is that like 2 movies wrapped into that they film them together?
Oh,
Because
like
if
the
so,
Avatar
that's
thing.
not as bad, I guess.
Yeah, it's not as bad if it's. I feel like it might be for one, but I don't know for sure.
They
But
made technology to go back in time to make this movie.
and do you think Brian returns for Fast X? I hope not. I hope they just like do a reference and that's about it. We don't need Paul Walker back and stuff, you know. But May 26th, a big week, but then the opposite spectrum because About My Father. What is that? When Sebastian tells an old school Italian immigrant father Salvo that he is going to propose to his all-American daughter, Salvo insists on crashing the wedding with her Tony parents. Oh, this is just... Oh, De Niro. Good. He's getting a check. Good for him. After that, The Little Mermaid. There you go, Dylan. That budget's just for Fast X. Fuck.
Nice.
So they still got Fast 11 to make, too. But hey,
Crazy
it's
stuff,
big.
man.
They got Brie Larson in this one. Momoa's in this one. So there's a lot of people
Nice.
coming and stuff like that. So, I don't. I think I'm kind of over the live action Disney experiment. I think the only one they maybe got me on the hook is Hercules, but then you have the Russos being like, it's going to be inspired by TikTok, and I go, well, I think I'm out for that. So
hate that.
yeah, I think I'm over it. I watched Pinocchio this year with the kids because they want to watch it. It was fucking god awful. I think I have it ranked like third or fourth worst of the year. I'm done with, especially when you have something like later on in the year, Guillermo puts out his Pinocchio and it's just spectacular. Yeah, I have nothing here. I think I agree with Taylor that like some of the water dynamics look off. I'm not as bugged as Taylor is, but I just like, I'm not a fan of Melissa McCarthy as the pick. I know that's like the meme, like, oh, it had to be her, but it's just like, did it have to be? I don't know. So yeah, I think I'm over this. Then again, I probably will see this because I have 3 young girls. So if they want to see it, great, I'll go see it with them. But if it's a case where if it was just Travis, the solo guy talking, I got no interest in this. And this is a movie I'll be happily go get the popcorn, go get the bathroom break. All best of luck for the girl starring in it. I hope she's good, and I hope it's a good kick boost for her career. That's all good. That's fine. But these have all just felt like soulless for a while. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Kyle, Robert Marshall scares me as a director. I never saw Mary Poppins too, so I don't know, it's like that. But yeah, I'm out of these movies.
I think I'd check this one out on Disney Plus, but there's no chance I'm out at the theater on May 26th for this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I was the most positive when we first looked at it. Because I don't know, I just for some reason that first trailer really reminded me of how much I like Little Mermaid. But I could see myself just sliding into that Disney Plus slot and not in the movie theater. But who knows? Maybe Shay will really want to go. We'll see what happens.
I think I'm sliding into the
You're
Disney
going.
Plus. I
Oh
mean,
really? I thought
I
you and
think
Madison
so.
for sure be going.
You got the wrong reads on Taylor tonight, Travis.
I do.
It's
Yeah.
just
Doesn't
like
want to see Nicolas Cage vampire movie. He wants to see 80 for Brady.
I feel like just the I don't know. I always think back to just the singing underwater, the drowning on the fucking aqua. So I don't know.
Sounded just like that. Someone cut that out. Well, and then the next month we got some good stuff, and this is oh god damn. June 2nd, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I don't know. There's not much for me to say as I've broken record. I hope the new directors do a good job. This is the first one. I know Phil Lord and Chris Miller are there, but I'll be excited to this one until I see it and it disappoints me. I have high hopes, so I hope they can manage them. The trailer looks great. Like the trailer is actually fine, but I just the Spider-Verse concept's always great. So I'm very, very excited for this one.
I think my hype's a bit lower right now. I think it's honestly just because it's been so long since that first one, and I haven't rewatched it in like years at this point because it has been so long. So I think when I rewatch that one, probably rolling into May, I'll probably get pretty excited for this new one. But I'm not quite there yet, but I'm sure it'll be a great time at the theater.
Mr. Batzer?
I am insanely excited for this movie. First one, definitely one of my favorite movies of all time. I never ever buy physical copies, but that was one I went out and got the Blu-ray like as soon as I was able to. I fucking love that movie. So yeah, definitely high expectations, like what Travis said. So hopefully they can meet it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm expecting a good time.
That first one totally caught me by surprise. I didn't really know what I was getting into or what I was expecting when I was just watching the trailers. So when I saw that first one, it was great. The score is great. I'm listening to the soundtrack right now. Actually, it's just kind of like my go-to while I'm working.
Just muted
Like
us.
yeah, during the podcast.
Yeah, it's like, what's up,
Just muted
Danger?
us.
What's up, Danger?
I was scared because me and Taylor went to the mall the other day and it was like very icy roads. And I get in the car and he's listening to What's Up Danger. I'm like, this is not the track to be listening to right now. Like, I don't want to be like,
You ready,
fucking Trump,
Travis?
like, yeah. Can't stop me now. And he hits the fucking gas. I'm right here. But yeah, there obviously will be a review for that one. We're very excited for that. We're inspired people. I still think they should move this away from June 2nd because I don't like its chances. I just think it's gonna. I don't know, sandwich in between Little Mermaid, Transformers, Flash, I don't know. I could see a lot of people skip this. I'm hoping the people on Netflix found it, but we'll see because the next week after is Taylor's Bread and Butter, Transformers Rise of the Beast. I like the director of this one. I liked Bumblebee, but this is a situation where, and I even liked the trailer, but with so much coming out this month, this might be the one that if I have to cut one, I probably will because I know Kirklin and Taylor are seeing it. So it's one of these things that, like, I'm a 50-50 on this. This is depends on the week of. Like, there's a chance I might go just see Spider-Verse again, but this is a 50-50 for me, even though I like the trailer. So
I will be seeing this in theaters. So yeah, I'm not even caught up on the Transformer movies. I don't even know if I'm gonna commit to doing that. But yeah, I like Bumblebee. That was a fun, just adventure with some big robots again. So yeah, I'll be there.
I didn't know you were a big Transformers head all of a sudden.
I
didn't
really
either. It was
like
weird.
I
it's like
I
the
don't know.
fucking F1 thing.
Yeah, it's cars, the drifting and all that stuff. No, I don't know. It's just I feel like the first one I really liked just the way that the robots went like slow mo. I feel like I was a good age to just like consume that. And yeah, I even have like Transformers comic books that I just like had as young kids. So it's always kind of been like a beacon in my life, but not one I've always followed.
And then that same day you have Dylan, you're not seeing Transformers Rise of the Beast, right?
No, sir.
Yeah. Are you gonna be seeing Strays comes out the same day? An abandoned dog teams up with other strays to get revenge on his former owner. Will Ferrell,
Fuck.
Jamie Foxx, Randall Park, Will Forte.
I love that cast.
Isaac
I can't wait
Fisher.
for this to hit Netflix. I don't think I'm going to make my way to the theater for it, but it does sound like a lot of fun. I mean, I don't know. Is there like a trailer out for that one or something? Because I'm curious
No,
what
not
the
yet.
animation style is going to be like. Because that
Yeah.
could be a big difference maker. But I love it, man. It seems fun.
Very bold play to release that while Little Mermaid and Spider-Man is out. That's very bold.
It's
on
done
me,
for.
but-
Yeah, that movie is
yeah.
dead in the water.
June 16th, also a big week, but I don't know what The Blackening is. Stephen Black, friends who go away for the weekend only find themselves trapped in the cabin with a killer who has a vendetta. Will their street smarts and knowledge of horror movies help them stay alive? Probably not. Okay, Tim Story, the guy that directed the first two Fantastic Four movies, so I don't know. I'll keep my eyes on it. Also bad release date, but you have that. You got Pixar's Elemental, which I'll be seeing, and then you also have The Flash, the long-awaited movie that was supposed to be out in 2018. It was hopefully finally. We got news today that they are getting a trailer at Super Bowl, the first trailer. We're going to be getting that. They're very excited about it. They released an image and everything like that. Taylor, you got that image that they released for it? Have you seen it around?
Oh, God, I don't think I'm going to pull up quick.
Yeah,
There
it's
you
right
go.
there. Yeah, that's what they released for Flash right there. So Michael Keaton really happy to be back. But any thoughts, boys, on Elementals, Flash, The Blackening?
I'm interested in two out of the three that you mentioned there. I don't know. Elemental looks really cute. Haven't seen Inside Out, but I've heard good things. And yeah, The Flash. It's just one of those things. I have to be there. I have to see it and just experience it. But
Michael Keaton
excited.
back.
I'm excited to see Michael Keaton for
Yeah.
sure.
Won't be seeing Henry Cavill, unfortunately.
No, you won't be seeing
No.
Cavill anymore. You got
I'll wait for the
another movie.
Warhammer thing that he's
Yeah.
doing.
Won't be
There's a
seeing
few
Wonder
months.
Woman.
Maybe they'll bring him back. Who knows?
Yeah, James Gunn will get fired between then and now. You know we don't
It's
like him.
possible.
Yeah, Dylan, I know you're not seeing Flash, but Elemental, you gonna be checking that one out?
Once again, a broken record. Probably, Disney Plus, when it drops, I'll be checking it out. I don't see myself making it to the theater, but who knows? Maybe. I loved Soul. I loved the Panda one from earlier this year. I can't remember the name of.
Turning red.
So, yeah, I don't know. I think I always have a good time with Pixar movies, so maybe I will.
Taylorfield.
The Blackening, I was just looking, and was it based off of like a 2019 Comedy Central special or something like that? Because
You're
I see
telling
there's
me.
like, oh, okay. It seems like there's like pre-existing kind of like thing here, and then I guess they turn it into a movie or something
Okay,
like that.
so maybe it was like a skit or something. Or
I think so.
okay.
Yeah,
it already has
but
reviews on IMDb, so it's something. I don't know.
But is that the
Something.
short? Yeah, is that the short and the skit? Then they're like releasing a bigger movie, like a
I think
like the same way
maybe.
Saw started as a short film, and then they made Saw the movie. Could be something like that.
I think that's what it is. But yeah, I think the Flash definitely has me excited because I've been looking forward to this for a long time. Actually, I really wanted to see Michael Keaton back because Michael Keaton's one of my favorite Batman, actually, and I'm just happy to kind of see him back in this donning the cape and cowl and see what's going on. There he is. Yeah, I mean,
He's happy to
spitting
see you,
image.
Taylor.
Like that little smirk.
Amazing image. And then what was that other one?
Elemental, Pixar's
The Elemental. Yeah, I mean, fire, water. It's all good stuff.
Some of my favorite
Yeah.
elements. Yeah.
I'll see how Weird Al Yankovic story started this skit. Oh, there you go. Didn't know. Yeah, Elemental I'll see definitely after Flash. That'll be like the weekend with the kids. The Flash is a must. Two things, obviously Michael Keaton. But second is just like, what the fuck is this movie? It's been delayed so many times. Development hell for years. You have what's cut, what's not. It's a multiverse movie. It's a time travel movie. We're getting Supergirl in here. Michael Shannon's coming back as Zod as the villain, which is just super fucking random. You like how is Ezra going to be? They're playing two Flashes in this movie. Like they're not just the Justice League one. There's an alternate universe. There's so much stuff, and I'm excited. And I like Andy Muschietti's work. Like I like the It movies, especially at Chapter 1. So I'm excited, but definitely just see Michael Keaton because Michael Keaton went from 3 just to 1. So and he may never get another movie again. So I'm just happy to get him at any point. So we got that going on. The next week is I looked into him, Adele Lim Comedy, No Hard Feelings, nothing really there I think for us to talk about. Harold and the Purple Crayon. Oh, is that based on the kids movie? Let me see this here. Young boy
Did
named
seem
Harold
like a
and
kids
Parks.
movie when I read the synopsis.
I think this might be based off a kid's book, and if it's what I'm thinking of as a cute little book, so that's good. Lots of kids movies come in May and June. They're being bold, and then June 30th, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Now this Taylor, this is a Logan type of movie, directed by Logan. The last go around, not because there's a little kid in
no
it,
little
but
girl.
Directed by Logan. Oh my god.
yeah, or directed by who did Logan. Yeah, we just talked about this trailer. I'm excited for the movie. Excited to see how they wrap it all up, and I'm just also curious how it does box office. I'm excited to see is there a big pull for Indy to come back? Because they kind of did that with the fourth one, right? Like Harrison Ford's back, but I feel like people still love Harrison Ford, so we'll see.
Man, the more this title is circulating, I really like it. I know it's controversial, but I like it. The Dial of Destiny. It's a lot of fun. I'm into it.
It's like a damage over time effect. It hits you when you're not
I'm
expecting it.
about
All of a
to
sudden.
die. It's dealt so
Yeah.
much damage.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'm excited to see how it goes.
Yep.
I'll be there. I read an article that they're going to explain Harrison Ford's son. Actually, not Harrison Ford, but Indy's
Mutt.
son, Shia LaBeouf's character, Mutt.
Why
Yeah,
do you
he's
care?
on it.
Like, why is that a thing that gets you
I
excited?
love when they tie these things all in together. I need to know what happened to him.
Why can't he just be living his life doing something? Why does he?
I need
I need to
Not
know
good
just. I need a little sprinkle, a little something to keep me
What
going.
if he
Driving a
killed
cab.
JFK?
Then that fucking sucks. But he's out of the movie, so
Oh, he is. Fuck. July 7th. Didn't know what was coming out this year, but Insidious 5. Taylor, I'll let you start. What do you think? This is Patrick Wilson's first directing debut. Insidious 5 coming out. They're still pumping these out. I'm surprised. Like, we'll wait till we get to October. I don't know why they're not putting this out in October. Oh, now I see why. So that makes sense because there's a lot of other bigger horror movies. But I can't believe we're at Insidious 5. We're at Insidious 5. I know they did like the last key or the finger key, whatever it's called. I have not watched those ones. I've watched one of the main cast. And I think this is like the main cast back, I think, in a way. I don't know, but
yeah, like it's supposed to focus on the family again with something. I think it might have Darth Maul trying to get back at them or something
Fuck
like
yeah.
that.
I love
And,
Darth Maul.
Like that first Insidious just caught me off guard. Like it's got some really creepy moments and just like tiptoe. I sing that out to Madison sometimes. She fucking hates it, but
Just run
It's-
at her.
Get out, run. Taylor, what are you doing? Turn the song off and tiptoe around the cornfield.
oh, I'm just super excited though. I've been waiting for number 5 for so long. Number 4.
Waiting for number 5. You already have 4 installments in this franchise. I'm waiting for number 5 so long.
I have been.
And when
been.
did 4 come out?
It was a while ago. Fuck.
I'll find out a date.
Yeah, number 1 and 2 are
2018.
definitely
Okay, I'll give you that. That's a solid 4 years.
sold 4 years. Like 1 and 2 were definitely like my favorites. Number 3
Yes.
I liked because of how it, like they transitioned it and it was definitely creepy. But I'd say number 4 is the weakest for sure. So I have high hopes for this. I hope they do a good enough job that we get that 6. I want the whole
First-time
sixology
director.
box set. Yeah.
So that's a risk, though. For some director, you don't know how it's going to go.
It's a risk, but I think he knows what he's doing. I mean, he's done the Conjuring stuff. You know, he knows what it's like to be immersed in all these
got the
like ghosts
experience.
and shit. Yeah.
Smash cut to Taylor's view. Fucking awful. They ruined Insidious.
Worst direction I've ever seen.
Patrick Wilson doesn't understand this universe.
Go back to your Aquaman movies, you fuckhead.
Doesn't understand how the mind works or whatever. Not the master of 3D.
Yeah, I might see with Taylor. We'll see. There's a lot of movies coming out, so that's another tough one where it's like you get Flash, Indie, like there's a movie after, like there's all like honestly that might be on the back burner. I'm sorry, Taylor, I might uncommit right now.
That and Beasts. What is going on here?
Well, Transformers Beast, come on, but like there's like when we get to July, there's so many movies. But any of you guys checking out Insidious 5?
I can't believe they're on 5. That just baffles me. I
man.
really liked the first one. I think that one was definitely a special one. I remember too, like back when it came out, I remember like it was one of those movies that I went with some like friends, some of them being girls, so it was just like a really exciting time, but like really being scared of that movie. Like it just totally like holy fuck, it was scarier than I was expecting. Yeah, the fucking song.
Kirkland takes us
It was like a
home.
circulating thing. It was like a circulating thing too, where like that song was just like around because of that movie. I feel, and yeah, it scared the bejeebers out of me.
He brings the girl home. He's like, just come in this room like in 30 seconds, all right? And she opens the door and that music's playing.
Just run at her, just run at her naked.
Like that's what happened. You dance for 30 seconds and then the run, and then the run happens.
Holy fuck.
Just I'm just playing. It's a joke. Don't worry, it's just a joke.
First time you've known this person, you just sprint at them.
He took me back to his place and he started playing Tiptoe Through the Toe Fields, and then he ran. at me.
It's tulips.
Tulip Fields.
So feels.
That's even scarier.
Tiptoe Through the Tulip Fields, and then he ran at me, and I got the fuck out of there.
Oh.
But I'm going back for a second date. Oh man, so that's Insidious 5. We'll see. They got to use that song for the marketing again. They got it. That's such a good one.
Have they been for the last 4?
I don't think
No,
they have
the 3?
been. No,
Just the first one.
yeah, they got to bring that
Bring it
back.
back.
July 14th, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. Will Tom Cruise kill himself? I don't know, but we're gonna find out. This is like Fast and Furious, the first chapter of the last Mission Impossible movies. I have nothing to say, but it's going to be a great time. You know what to expect with Tom Cruise Mission Impossible. These last movies have been great quality. Christopher McQuarrie's coming back, who's did some of the best ones. Not my favorite ones, but still, like, I'm expecting just a solid 8 out of 10 or higher. They always deliver. So, and I'm excited to see them trying, to do the Logan thing. But I trust this team much more than the Fast team to like transition into what is the ending of Ethan Hunt's story and stuff like that, right? So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
I am incredibly excited for this one. I absolutely love Fallout. Yeah, wow, I'm so pumped. I'm ready for more Mission Impossible. Impossible.
Taylor, Dylan, because you haven't seen this. You saw one, I think, right?
Yeah, I've dabbled, but I don't know. Sounds like there's so many things coming out next year that I gotta do homework for.
Yeah.
I don't think this is gonna be one of them. Especially when you got a lot of other stuff coming out in July and June and all that.
Oh yeah, we even talked about at the same time there'll be like Disney Plus shows and HBO Max shows and stuff like that. So, Taylor, you excited for? You ready to get your dead reckoned?
Oh, my dead reckoned. Yeah. Tiptoe through the tulips.
Tiptoe through the toe
To the toe
fields.
fields.
The toe fields, yeah.
Through the Taylor fields.
I am a huge sucker for Mission Impossible. Fallout was incredible. I love these movies. They're great. Seeing Ethan Hunt come back in this final adventure, the trailer, whenever it pops up, it just gets me jazzed. It gets me juicing, and I can't wait to just watch it and just start grooving. So.
All right.
Well played.
I'm uncontrollably juicing.
Can't control.
Yeah. And then the next week, as Espoz referred to, the weekend that changes the world. What is that? Well, we're going to take an ad break, and then you're going to find out what that weekend is. So we'll be right back. And we're back. So July 21st, you have the big showdown between Oppenheimer and Barbie. I still feel like there's going to be a version of this world where one of them gets delayed and all the memes get to go away. But as of right now, they're dropping trailers and they're saying they're staying and stuff like that. So Dylan Muss, I have to ask you, What do you feel about both of these, and what will you be seeing first? We'll be reviewing them both on GeekVerse, so you might get reviews more on like the Friday, Saturday, because I think we're all going to be seeing variations of them. So I think that you'll see them on the feed. But what is Dill Musk personally choosing to see first?
Well, so for Oppenheimer, I saw these memes a couple weeks ago that was like bombed a desert and it won't be habitable for 200 years. And when I first read that, obviously it's a meme, but I was like, Christopher Nolan would do that, wouldn't he? He's that kind of guy. So I was like, man, if that is the case, I am not seeing that movie. Fuck that. But obviously that's hopefully not actually the case.
No,
I
it's not
assume.
accurate,
I never fact checked it, but I have to assume that's not actually real. I gotta go to Oppenheimer first if I'm picking one. Nolan, the last two movies he's done have not been my favorite, and honestly, even the vibes of this one aren't calling to me necessarily. I think the cast is fantastic, but in terms of the story and setting and all that, not necessarily my favorite. But I don't know, he's just at such a different level of artistry with his movies that I gotta see it. So that's gonna be my day one, and I think I'm more also mid on Barbie. Like once again, I like the cast. I think it seems funny, but I guess I don't fully see all the hype that it currently has. But who knows? Maybe another trailer or two will get me in there. But I think for me, it's a bit of an easy decision. But I do want to check out Barbie at some point because it seems.
Did you get the first trailer with Avatar, Dylan?
Definitely not with
Barbie?
Avatar.
Oh, okay. But you've
I
seen
don't even
it?
know if I've seen a trailer. I feel like I've just seen so many set photos and stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
if I've
true.
actually seen it in motion yet.
Mm-hmm. Taylor Field, what are your thoughts on these two and what you've seen first?
I feel like I'd probably see Barbie first.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm kind of with you, Dylan. I don't fully understand all the hype and the just crazy excitement for it. Like,
So why are you
when
picking
I-
over Oppenheimer?
Yeah, that's a weird
what's going
thing.
on?
because I want to know, like what's going on with this, because like I'm very curious. Like my sister, she was definitely like the one who was super into the Barbies, the Ken dolls and stuff like that. I had the Bionicles, so that was my difference.
They're
But
battling it out.
oh yeah,
playroom
decapitating
floor.
Barbie. But yeah, like I think like the set photos and stuff, just seeing them all in the flashy suits and the cool like outfits is definitely appealing. The trailer definitely got me intrigued. So like there's that curiosity factor, which is more or less just the big thing kind of pulling me in as to why I want to see it first. And Oppenheimer, yeah, I'm very curious to see what that's going to involve, what they're going to kind of showcase. So yeah.
Kirklin Patzer.
I am very excited for both of these movies. I'm more excited for Oppenheimer. I don't know. I didn't love Tenet. It's one of those movies. The more I watch it, I've seen it like 3 or 4 times just because I had to wrap my head around it and like, okay, I'm gonna focus this time, really get it. And it's like, okay, I'm starting to like it more now. But yeah, no, not the best. But Dunkirk, I liked a lot, and I feel like this one being based on more of a historical type story. Like I really like Dunkirk, so I'm looking for the same quality. Also, Shane, I finished Peaky Blinders this year, and I'm craving more Cillian Murphy, so I know he's gonna just be fantastic. And Emily Blunt, is she in there as well?
Everybody's
I think I saw her
in there.
name.
Everybody's
in there. So yeah,
I'm
I'm
in there. Robert Downey's in there. Matt
I'm-
Damon's
Bale?
in there.
exactly.
Not
so
Bale. I'm so like I don't get why since Dark Knight Rises they haven't worked together again. It's frustrating.
I'm super pumped for that. Barbie, I feel like if Shay just has like a night off and it happens to be seeing Barbie first, that'll be the one, because I don't think she'll really want to see Oppenheimer. But who knows? The cast is crazy. So, but either way, I'm seeing both of them basically. One after the other. So
Just gotta coax her and be like, "Oh, Nolan blew up like a real bomb.
He killed people for this movie. He's a
field of
true
toes.
master. Of
That's awesome.
Yeah. He created the field of toes. Just that's Nolan's pitch. Like, oh, I'm just gonna play the song for you, and then he just runs at the producer. They're like, you got it. Picture go. Picture lock. Yes, Bob seeing Barbie first. Oh yeah, you go back to Travis Totally. I talked about both trailers, but yeah, I'm seeing Barbie. I love Nolan, but I feel like he's just scratching an itch here. He's trying to get an Oscar. I'm very happy for him. I'm sure I will like the film. I've not disliked a single Nolan film, but you got that cast, and you got Greta Gerwig, who's killed it with Lady Bird and Little Women. I fucking can't wait. It just Robbie and Gosling are just gonna just chew up that scene, right? I think we're in for something special. And also, Coyote versus Acme is coming out that day too. Another kids animated movie. So there you go. And I've said before, I also
Different
just kinda
audiences. That one will probably do well.
Yeah.
Also.
I also just can't wait to see the box office of Barbie versus Oppenheimer. And I think Barbie's going to kick Nolan's ass. I really do, because that brand name. Like, I think that Barbie has a chance to be a massive like box office hit with that name and that cast. If it's just a good movie, I'm not saying it's gonna be like Top Gun level, but I could just see it having a lot of weeks where people just go back and see and like, oh, it's so fun. You got to see Barbie. Like, I think memes are gonna be produced from it. Great merchandise. Like, I feel they have a chance to strike fire there, much like Mario. So
Man,
we'll see.
I like kind of hope it doesn't end up being the next Top Gun. Just imagine all those random kids brands that get like R-rated movies with like Oscar-winning casts. Like that's a weird, like a Micro Machines movie that just has like, I don't know, Leo playing like the lead character. I don't know if I want that like alternate timeline.
Oh, it might happen. Greta's gonna do it, but then the next week after that, man, already the week after that is the Marvels. That's crazy. I
Yeah.
thought there was a little time the Marvels. I'm excited for this. This one I need a trailer. I really like Nia DaCosta, who did Candyman, so I'm excited for this. I just want to see more. But again, the pairing of Brie and Amon, I think is gonna be lots of fun. So I think this is gonna be a good time at least. You know, so.
For me, it's the lowest of the 3 MCU movies in the year, but I'm excited for all 3 of them, so I am still quite excited for this one. But yeah, that timing's kind of tough. I mean, I'll still see it,
Yeah.
obviously, day one, but I'm pretty excited for this one.
I knew it was live action anime, but Espos just gave this plot of Coyote versus Acme. Is a live action animated hybrid. Coyote sues Acme. Acme Simo is John Cena. Coyote's lawyer is Will Forte. I didn't know it was that. Does that have a kids audience now? What the fuck is that? Like, how are they
Oh,
selling?
I don't know. I was
that-
taking your word for it, but
Well, I thought it was that's a weird choice. But Kirklin, I know you're a big Captain Marvel guy. You gonna be a big Marvels guy?
I hope so. Yeah, I'm excited to see Iman again. So I don't know. It's like sneaking up on me. I feel like it's not really at the forefront of my hype, but yeah, I think closer to I'll get in the mood for it.
sorry, Travis. That James Gunn's also one of the writers on that movie.
Yeah,
on that
he
movie
is.
as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
super weird.
I don't know what's going on there. So Taylor, I know big Captain Marvel hater, so I know the Marvels is probably pretty low there for you.
Yeah, just fucking more nuking planets and shit.
3 of them now. Three of
Three of them all nuking planets together. No,
Skeletons everywhere.
I'm curious because I kind of just want to see what this story is gonna like create or kind of involve in. I imagine it's gonna kind of have ties to like Secret Secret Invasion, right? Yeah, I think it's gonna have ties to that. So I look forward to that and the setups that it's gonna create, and just kind of see an old legacy character kind of connecting with a next gen character here for the MCU, which is always a cool dynamic. So yeah.
Yeah, remember there's rumors that there's part of the movie's a musical.
Right.
So forget about that. So that's going to be interesting. The week after, I'm sure Taylor's been fucking dying for this week, and I will see it because I saw the first one. Mag 2, The Trench.
Oh, you're gonna see it.
Oh, I saw the first one, so I probably have to. Well, unless it's really busy. But then also, it's really weird. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Next Chapter. That's the reboot that Seth Rogen is doing. Like, he's starring, but I think he's also producing. I just find it weird to call like your first like new film in the franchise The Next Chapter.
That was the same subtitle as Book Club 2 as well.
It
Both of them are the next
was,
chapter.
wow.
So.
So yeah, Meg, I'll see for the meme of it. I guess the Mutant Ninja. I want to see.
So Meg 2, is that both a sequel and the I guess the pre-sequel to the Megan movie that we're talking about from earlier in the year?
No,
Megan with
no.
the 3?
No, Meg 2 is the sequel to the Jason Statham shark movie, The Meg.
Okay.
Were you being serious, or I can't tell by your facial reaction?
You can't see my face in this dark basement.
I thought that first Meg movie was just magic. Like me and Travis, like we went in there,
Magic?
didn't even. Oh yeah, it was a good time. I think just because I was seeing it with you, we went in. We didn't even sit in our proper seats that we had booked. Like we just sat in.
Badass.
Travis was afraid we were gonna get kicked out of our seats when there's no one else
Guy
in the
just
theater.
comes in and sprints at you. You hit the tiptoe field,
yeah, you
start
just
playing.
near the hall. Oh fuck, it's him.
It was a good time though. We saw like the 10 p.m. showing too, so it was a late
we
night.
did not.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was late night, wasn't
No,
it?
it was early. We did a review right after. That's why I know it wasn't a late night. We did. It was one of those classic Travis Basement reviews because it was a hot day. So everyone did one. So
Yeah, I'll probably be there as well.
Oh god.
I don't know. Shay really loves Shark Week, so when the first Meg came out, I was like not excited at all for the Meg, and then she was, I think, just spamming Shark Week at that time. So she took me to the first movie,
Spamming Shark
and
Week.
I thought it was good enough. You know, I haven't revisited it, but I think we'll be there to see the Trench, the Aquaman crossover. So
Yeah. I have questions at the GeekVerse Christmas party about her being a big shark fan. I didn't get that vibe from Shay at
She
all.
likes Shark
Shark
Week,
Week's
yeah.
a big deal, man. People like that.
it really is.
I don't know any of those people until now. So there you go. Like, there's no one else in my life I know that like is a huge Shark Week person.
She'll tell you about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Just look at my left arm. I look like I'm like,
Marine
allergic
biology.
to something.
Let's
I just
go.
got like a bunch of bumps on my left arm.
It's your
Fuck, can't wait.
Fucking baby
Great.
powder
Goosebumps.
shirt, whatever you're wearing.
It's tulips. Anything on
Fields.
Ninja Turtles from anybody?
Fuck,
No.
I love the Ninja Turtles. Let's
I
go.
do too. So I hope the trailer's good.
That
and I'll see
game
it.
was great this year, but I'm not.
Mhm.
I don't really care about the IP much.
There you go. August 11th, you got Gran Turismo. You got Haunted
saw that movie.
Mansion. What?
I already saw that movie. Was there already a Gran Turismo that came out?
There is, but this is the PS5 racing game or PS
Oh, okay.
PlayStation
There you
racing
go.
game, Gran Turismo. Haunted Mansion. Disney's taking another stab at that ride, so I hope it's better. I don't know what Challengers or Last Voyage of Demeter is. So I'll take a look at that. Challengers is okay about tennis. Okay, there you go, and then. Based on the single chapter of The Captain's Log, Bram Stoker's classic 1897 novel Dracula. The story is set aboard a Russian schooner, Demeter, which has chartered to carry private cargo, 24 unmarked wooden crates. From Carpathia to London, the film will detail strange events that befell the doomed crew as they attempt to survive the voyage. Wow, okay. There's a lot going on. David Dalsmoson's in
interesting.
that. Yeah, interesting thing, but...
There's a Warhammer character that's based off that origin, and
Really?
so, yeah, that's kind of interesting. Honestly, I like that story. Who knows?
I will-
Maybe 4 years down the line, I'll check it out.
It's a 4-year, yeah. I will maybe see Haunted Mansion. Haunted Mansion's one of my favorite Disneyland rides. I did not like the first movie, so I hope it is a change up. But the rest
I
of
used to
these,
love that
will-
movie back in the day.
Oh yeah, the Murphy
That was
one.
my vibe.
Mm-hmm. So, but it's not a do or die. Like I don't have to see it in the theater. The rest of these movies are all skip for me. Anyone seen the Gran Turismo movie?
Not at all.
Sorry,
Not
Sony.
even a little. I also really like the Haunted Mansion ride, but I feel like I still haven't seen the movie, and that ride actually like freaked me out back in the day at Disney. So, who knows? Maybe I'll have to revisit now that I'm stronger.
Maybe I'll have to revisit. August 18th, Blue Beetle. It's a DC new character. It's going to be interesting to see, okay, do they use this to reboot? Do they use this as a way to, not reboot, but just like, do they fold it into the new universe, or is it just another past DC one? Is it going to be like Black Adam where it's one and done? I like the Blue Beetle character. I think there's lots of potential with this character to be a breakout character. I think it's going to be lots of fun. I just don't know. I'm curious to see the trailer. The suit looks fantastic, and that's just like the practicalness of it. So I'm excited to get some like new characters. And yeah, I guess I forgot to mention, I think Gran Turismo is Big Dan Lynn's next movie. I think that's what S-Bubs is referring to. You know,
There you go.
I was thinking about him the other day. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
No one's talked about him since. Everyone is so hyped
Yeah.
on him, and then they
Oh,
just
yeah.
forgot about him. Poor guy.
Well, when we see a movie,
There you
we'll
go.
prop him up there. But yeah, I'm excited for what the fuck was I just talking about? Sorry, this
Blue
rash.
Beetle. Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle. I'm really concerned
Blue
about all these
Beetle.
bumps. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Quit scratching it. Quit scratching.
I'm not scratching it. They're just there. Yeah, Blue
Jesus.
Beetle. Anyone else excited?
I thought this was canceled.
It was almost. It was rumored. Oh, to clarify, Haunted Mansion is Big Dan Lynn's next movie. There you
Oh,
go.
okay.
No, Blue Beetle was rumored to get canceled during the Batgirl time, but it survived. So
That's good. Because I really don't know anything about the character, but like the concept art and the suit looks really cool, and hopefully it's a new character that I really grasp onto and like.
I don't know anything about this character. Travis, you said I might like it, so that's the only thing I'm going on. But
feel
I think
like
I'm
there's
going
a
to wait and
chance,
see how people think about it. See how the
Yeah.
GV Discord reacts
I
once
agree.
it's out, and then decide if I'm going to check it out. But like I said, DC, not my year. I'm taking a break.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this character. I'm assuming his place is in the DC, like the previous DCU, where he's with like Henry Cavill, Superman, all that kind of
yeah,
stuff.
but people theorize you could cut all that stuff out maybe before it airs, right?
Yeah,
Save
most
it.
likely. I'm just excited to see this kind of character and just see what he brings to the table, because I mean his costume looks freaking fantastic. I think it looks awesome. So
Nice.
And then next after that, we get into September, Equalizer 3. I've not seen 1 or 2. I won't be seeing this. I agree. I think everyone's the same. Yeah, go once, going twice, sold. The Nun, Taylor, this is going to be a nice solo review for you.
no one's joining it, eh?
No, that first Nun was awful, so I can't. I'll watch this on
Redemption.
VOD at home, but no.
Redemption.
I'm not watching that.
I have a lot of faith in this because that first Annabelle was questionable, but that second one, Annabelle Creation, was a fucking fantastic horror movie. It was great. It had a lot of Conjuring vibes brought into it, but still remained its own thing. So I think that they're going to kind of learn a little bit here and be like, okay, we're not going to just do the Nun. We're going to do like the holy, unholy Nun here and just kind of get into some like really good Conjuring styled vibes. So you have some the host shit going on there, Kirklin?
I was telling Travis off cast that it's so cold that my ductless heater just like crapped out. It's only rated for -16, and I think it just turned on, so that's kind of nice. It's gonna be
Nice.
fucking hot in here shortly.
I thought some feet were going to drop down behind you or something.
Fuck. You guys hear that?
Shave
The
47.
toe fields are starting to play. Someone just sprints at me.
A Haunting in Venice, a post-World War II Venice, now retired.
This looks like a sequel to the Murder Express and whatever the other one's called.
Well, it's directed by. I think you're
It's the
right.
same character too.
You're
right.
right. Yeah, directed by Kenneth Branagh, writer of Agatha Christie, or it's like written by Agatha Christie.
I'm really
novel, so-
shocked this is getting a third one. If it is technically part of that continuity,
I think it is. You got Michelle Yeoh in there. You got Jimmy Dornan. You got Kelly Riley. You got Tina Fey. So there you go. Got a little cast going
Yo,
on
Tina
there.
Fey. I love it.
Yeah, I've still not seen either of the other ones, so I probably won't be seeing this one.
Yeah, I didn't like Orient Express, and then there was all the issues with the second one. So I don't know. I don't think I'll be checking this one out, but I'm just shocked to hear that it still is going forward. Look at this, a trilogy of movies all of a sudden.
Yeah, good for Kenneth. Week after is Expendables 4. I'm past Expendables. I think that left that chapter in the. It was exciting to see all the action heroes of the '80s get together, but I think I'm happy with where I am with that franchise. Anyone else seen Expendables 4?
Curious what it does numbers wise.
Yeah.
I think I've seen the first two and I like them enough, so this could definitely be 4 years down the line. I throw this on and have some fun, but
Fucking
curious
4
what the
years
numbers
ago.
do. They won't
I
have my
think-
numbers.
I think they're also trying to do like introducing the new cast so they can take over sort of deal. And it's like, I don't think people want to. I don't think people see the Expendables movies for Expendables.
New
It's-
age.
Yeah, they see them for the action heroes.
That's so funny. Yeah.
Yeah. Are they worth watching? Haven't seen them. Like not
First
to
one
sound-
maybe, honestly.
But not to sound ageist, I suppose. It's like if you don't have a love for those actors, I don't know if it's worth it. Like if you don't like Arnie and Stallone and Willis and Statham, like if you haven't watched all those 80 action movies and you don't love them, or even now if you haven't seen them, I don't think they're good enough to get you past that. You have to have the nostalgia factor for Chuck Norris, for Jean-Claude Van Damme, Wesley Snipes, Jet Li.
Yeah.
Like I guess if you really like Terry Crews, you got that going on. But like I don't know if they're worth it. Maybe one time, but Taylor, you Expendables guy? Or is this movie pretty expendable?
I think it was the second one that I enjoyed. The one where they went to, because you've seen them all, right, Travis?
I have, unfortunately.
The one where they went to that remote island and they fought like the army. Which one was that? Was that the second
The
one?
second one, I think.
I think so, yeah. Because the third one, they
Yeah.
fight John Claude, I think.
Okay. I enjoyed the second one then the most. That's the one I remember the most of anyways. But yeah, I didn't realize there needed to be a fourth one. I feel like this is just do the trilogy and move along.
So
Oh, we got a new age, Taylor. A whole new
Yeah,
trilogy is
yeah.
gonna start.
Pretty much. And then a movie that I'm very curious to see, October 6th, Kraven the Hunter. I'm excited to see what the fuck Sony's doing over there. They just announced a movie with Donald Glover, and he's going to be playing some funkin' master or something. I don't know. It's weird. Sony's doing whatever they want to do. I don't know. I don't have any hype for anything Sony, but I'm interested to see box office-wise and what the movie is. I think this movie could eat it too. I don't like if Morbius ate it. I don't know. I don't know if Craven has the juice. And then True Love, the movie coming out, just says plot are under wraps. It's directed by Garrett. What? What are you laughing
Plotting
about?
under wraps? Is that what you
I
said?
saw
The
that for a
plot is
couple
under
movies that I
wraps?
was clicking on. I don't know. I guess
Oh,
that's
okay.
they're still working on what the movie's about.
Yeah, this one I'm excited because directed by Gareth Edwards. He has not done a movie since Rogue One, aka the movie they took from him and just said, "You're gonna watch us reshoot this movie and you're gonna like it." So I'm very
Hold him down.
interested. Yeah, pretty much. That's what happened. He sat on set while someone redirected his movie. It's fucked up, but Rogue One's everyone's favorite. John David Washington's in it, so you got a cast. So I'm Gemma Chan. So
Nice.
what are you guys thinking about Ken Watanabe? There you go, some good things. So True Love, obviously not much to go on there, but what do you guys feel about Craven? Almost a year out now.
I'm intrigued. I feel like the best this could be is like a 7.5, maybe an 8 if it fully
That's-
blows me away. But
That's generous.
that's the high end. Yeah. So I feel like this will probably be pretty forgettable. However, after seeing Bullet Train, what's his name?
Aaron Taylor
Pietro.
Johnson.
Yeah. I feel like I'm
Pietro.
higher on him right now after Bullet Train. So
Listen, big boy.
yeah, I'm ready for a big boy to be hunting people down in the city. So
I'm strangely excited for this one. I mean, my expectations very low, but I don't know. I think it's just going to be a fun time. I think it's going to be weird, and I think with those expectations set, I can have a good time with it. Maybe get some meme moments out of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think there's something about it that's more exciting for me than some of these other Sony things recently. But still, yeah, it's if we're looking at comic book movies for the year, it's like below a couple DC ones for me. I don't know in terms of. Actually, you know what? I'm more excited for it than like almost the DC one. Not all the DC ones. Not to, throw shade at those, but that's just kind of where I'm at.
Russell Crowe's in here. Also, someone's playing the Chameleon before he's the Chameleon. Dylan, if you remember, Chameleon belt turns into people.
God love Chameleon.
Yeah. So Taylor, I know Taylor, you're not a big Sony Marvel fan.
Well, yeah, Morbius just didn't really do it for me that much.
Have you even watched it?
Yep, I watched it.
Okay. You
I
still haven't
did
seen
in
Venom 2,
secret.
though. Yeah, even though you like Venom 1,
I've seen Venom 2.
Oh, did you? How was that?
It was not as good as Venom 1.
Okay. That's saying something.
But yeah, it's just, I don't know. They're missing something. They're missing the je ne sais quoi right now on their Marvel films. So I don't really know what they're going to do. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do for this. And I mean, I really, really do enjoy Aaron Taylor Johnson, but is he going to be enough to rally the troops? I don't know.
No, he's not going to open this movie. And I don't know. You're going to get some fucking ending credit with Michael Keaton, Vulture, talking about we want to team up or something.
Fuck, that was very confusing at the end.
flies in a field.
Tiptoe. You just hear that music
Tiptoe.
blaring as you see Vulture. Ah! Yeah, that end credit scene was confusing, Taylor. Yeah, you bet your ass it fucking was confusing. You want to team up, do some good around here? Yeah.
It was a lot in a scene because he shows up in prison. I thought that was it. I thought that was done
From a different
scene,
universe.
from a different universe, and then it just skips like, oh, they're just releasing him out of prison or something like that. It's like that's highly questionable.
Yeah. This guy who was a criminal in another universe because we don't have any record of him.
He's in a prison uniform.
Let's just let him go. Fucking Morbius, oh god. And then after that, Paw Patrol the Mighty Movie. I'll be very excited to see this because we didn't get to see the first Paw Patrol movie in theaters because I was in the middle of COVID. So I felt like the girls kind of missed out on seeing like on the big screen. So we'll have some fun with that. And then The Exorcist. I'm not excited anymore. I like Exorcist, the films. There's some fun ones, but the same guy that did Halloween, David Gordon Green's doing them. And I like Halloween Ends more than other people, but I think overall that trilogy was a big swing and a miss, so I don't really have much excitement there. Do you guys have obviously nothing on Paw Patrol, but anything on Exorcist?
It's not like the Pope's Exorcist, is it? It's not
No,
that hype
this
level.
is the prequel. No, the
Oh,
Pope's
3 a
Exorcist
day for 91 years.
3 a day minimum. That's not even the max. A minimum. He has to do 3 a day. Yeah. No, nothing going on there. Big one, October 27th. Oh man, this is just a gift that keeps on giving. One of our first retros. Every time I think, man, it's done. Jigsaw comes out. Shit movie. We move on. We get Spiral. I like it, but doesn't do well at the box office. I think this is it. Saw's dead. Here we go. Saw 10. Bringing Tobin Bell back. Bringing Shawnee Smith back as Amanda as well. It's rumored to be a in between Saw 1 and Saw 2 movie, even though it is Saw 10.
Count me in. I love it.
This is the Saw lore that we all love. Like Saw has one of the most convoluted, yet the reason why it's convoluted is because they never break canon. They never break continuity. They just have to do tons of prequels and stuff. I don't know how Tobin Bell's going to be playing the age of he was in Saw 2 all these years later. He's aged even more.
I don't know, man.
So.
De-aging tech these days is pretty wild stuff.
You think they're giving the de-aging tech to the Saw movies? I don't know.
I don't know if they have the budget for it, but
but
maybe just some makeup.
100%. And the joke is, remember in the flashbacks, whenever they want to make him young, they would just turn his baseball cap backwards, and that was his way of like making. So everyone's like, the whole movie, he's just gonna have the baseball cap backwards. Anytime Saw is back, I'm excited. And Saw's back in Halloween, the month that it was supposed to be. I'm very excited to review this, guys. I'm just excited that Saw it keeps going, and I'm excited for more Tobin Bell. It's a prequel. I shouldn't be excited, but I'm happy we're getting Saw 10 somehow out of all of this, you know?
Man, everything you said in the synopsis there, I'm like, hell yeah. This is going to be so cheesy, so bad, but so good at the same time. I can't wait for this. I feel like this is the next one that S-Bubs has to go through. He did all the big horror franchises. I feel like this should be the next one. I'd love to hear his thoughts as he goes through them all. But yeah, very, very excited for this. Kind of forgot it was a thing, but man, I can't wait now.
Yeah, go back in the feeds. We reviewed every single one. We're big fans. Taylor, you excited for Saw X? Another X. We've gotten Fast X, Jason X, now it's Saw X.
I really like the notion of going deeper into the in between moments here, because there's
what
obviously
left is there to go?
I think there's a lot more kills,
so much
though.
stuff, and they're like, now we're gonna do a prequel to these flashbacks. They've stripped so much. I'm excited, but they've shown so much of the story already, and we're gonna go this it's like episode 4 and 5. We're gonna go the specific between 1 and 2 pocket and squeeze anything out left we can from this franchise. You know?
Yeah, I think that there's still stuff that they can tap into, though. I mean, there's a lot of obviously downtime. The movies and the flashbacks focus on specific things to specific events, but we can dive into some more crazy moments. I think doing sequels was getting a little tricky, because when you don't have Tobin Bell coming back, they loosely did.
I can't say. I don't want to say it. For S-Bubs, no. You're never going to watch Saw. You're never going to watch Saw, Kirkland.
I'm never going to watch Saw.
Let's just say, S-Bubs, you will watch it, and they did something in the franchise that they clearly thought was a mistake, and they've been trying to fix it ever since because they liked it.
Oh, yeah. It gets evident with Jigsaw and that iteration. I'd say that really kind of you could tell. You could really tell. And then Spiral was I thought it was an interesting kind of continuation, trying to kind of it wasn't trying to fix their mistakes, but it was trying to establish itself on its own 2 feet as something new and kind of step forward with that. And I think there's still room to grow with that storyline. I really do. And I hope that we get some kind of continuation from it at some point. But I think that for now, maybe just the safe play, just to kind of focus in between that storyline and just with what Jigsaw's doing and what he's crafting away and what what that fucking puppet's up to or whatever. So
what is Billy the Puppet up to?
Billy.
All right, we'll take our last ad break, and then we'll get through a few of these last movies. So we'll be right back. And we're back. So to close off the year, November 3rd, Dune Part 2.
Let's fucking go.
Goodness. I don't think anyone would say anything else, and they're very excited. That's all I have to say. It's Denis, it's that cast. You got Florence Pugh joining. You got Austin Butler.
Ooh.
Can't wait. Gonna be a great time. Yeah.
God. Spoiler, this is my number 1. I cannot wait for this thing.
Whoa, he shot the load
So
early,
excited
right
for it.
away. There you go.
Oh yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for this. Let's do it.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's been not a long time coming, because we just got that first one, and they're boom, second one is just gonna pump. We're pumping it, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see if Kirkland gives it a 9.5 out again. And then we got The Hunger Games, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
I did not know this existed until this moment.
You weren't asking for it, Dylan?
No.
You weren't asking for a prequel on President Snow?
Well, they're only doing it because of the book, right? Because they put the book out, and then the fucking Hollywood's just more content we can adapt. Let's just hop on it. They didn't have to. Well,
I know more about that guy.
I love President Snow as a character, and I think he's one of the most fascinating parts of the Hunger Games book or trilogy. But we're gonna learn more. So
I love.
He was
in love.
He's in love. Oh, interesting. I
That's
love
the plot.
politics.
It's when he's in love with like another person from a different district or something.
Well, that's scandalous. I'm down for love, politics, crime. Let's do it.
Yeah, you got what's her name? Why am I forgetting it? From Euphoria, Kirklin, help me out.
Hunter Schafer.
Hunter Schafer, yeah. That's the only reason why I want to see this movie now. She's playing, I think, Lygra or Tigra, whoever the fucking character's name that starts turning.
Tigra, isn't that the villain from Wonder
I
Woman
don't
2?
know. She's playing. She's playing. She's playing President Snow's sister. I don't think this is a theater one for me though.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the part 1, part 2 thing they did at one point, so I'm
Don't
pretty
worry about
behind on these
You
ones.
don't have to.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I really liked the first movie. Second movie came around. I watched it on Netflix. I still enjoyed it enough, but like the magic wasn't there. And then a couple years back, Shay and I just like did the marathon because I'd never seen the the last two. And God, the second last one, I was so checked out. Doing the last one, it was homework. Like it was tough to get through. I think we did it in multiple settings. I was just so done with it. And like hearing that this is coming out with like Snow, like I get it. He's like I guess a good villain for what he has to be, just this president guy. But I was not asking for more of this at all. I think what Travis said, like just seeing Hunter Schafer in this might be intriguing enough. But if anything, it would definitely be on streaming. So
I'm just interested again. This one box office too. To see like, is there still an audience for this franchise anymore? You know, because especially that was the big thing that part 1 happened. And most of the time when your part 2 comes, it's like, oh, this is the big one. But part 2 had like lower box office than part 1 because I think everyone was like, that wasn't good. And they kind of like I remember me and Emily saw it in theaters and we never saw part 2 in the theaters. I saw part 2 just like last year or something finally, and I feel like that killed the hype for a lot of people. So maybe this is like we can bring it back, but I don't know.
I feel like too the first one, it came out around the time that like that demographic was like reading the book in school, so it was just like good timing as well. So I am curious if that hype is, I mean, if the book's selling well, I guess so.
Yeah. And then November 22nd, you got Disney's Wish. Apparently, it's some animated movie about the wishing star that all the Disney characters have wished upon. Don't know. That's what they've said. I don't know what that means. I don't know. My wish would be that it's like some fun using a bunch of crossovers with all these characters, but I don't think that's it. I think it's just going to be like the star has a complex, and it's like, when do I get my dream? And whatever.
Never.
Yeah.
Tiptoe through the toe field starts playing.
Yeah, and the sun just runs at the star. I'm gonna eat you.
Director of the
Dark
Frozen
twist.
movies on that one, so
Okay.
I mean, people
that's
are into that. That's
Yeah.
cool.
I love Frozen.
Do you guys have anything to say on Disney Wish?
No, sir.
Cool.
Okay. Another movie that this is gonna be the fucking mega test to see Timothée Chalamet's star power. Wonka, the prequel to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Timothy Chalamet is as good as everyone says. I think he's one of the best actors. Maybe one day he could be the best. I'll call him that. He has to replace Adam Driver, which is tough, but he's great. I just watched Bones and All a couple weeks ago. He's fucking phenomenal. This kid has the goods. He is young Leo. Do I need to see him as Willy Wonka? Absolutely not. I have zero interest in this. This will be a at-home one if I'm even curious. But my hope is that it just comes out and people say a lot of good things like, oh, you wouldn't believe it. It's actually really good. But this is one same thing of like, I guess it's around Christmas, but it feels like Mary Poppins too. But it's that they're overcompensating, that they think that people are going to really want to go out to see a Willy Wonka prequel. And and it's just weird of like, why Chalamet's doing this role. Like none of it makes sense to me. I don't know. I have no interest in a Wonka movie. Tay, I feel like you have to though.
I am very intrigued by this. Like,
Yeah.
just getting the Willy Wonka movie with, I think it was with Johnny Depp, because we haven't had one since then, have we?
Musical as well. No, we haven't.
Okay, so yeah, the Johnny Depp one where we get like a little bit of flashbacks of him like going through the Amazon and stuff like that. I was like, oh, I love that so much. Sign me up. I want to see Wonka just going to town on it. There's something just peculiar about the
What's he going to town on?
on those jungle plants, just fucking slashing with his machete. There's some
Paloopas?
there's something very there's something very peculiar about just the story. It's just such a weird kind of concept. He's such a kooky character, and I think that Tim could really flush him out pretty nicely. So I'm down.
Kirkland, Dylan, any Wonka takers?
I like Tim, but I
Tough
haven't
sell?
seen the last Wonka, whatever it was. I like the story, but I don't know. I feel like I don't really need new content for it. And I don't know. Maybe one day I'll see this because of Timothy Chalamet. If I hear good things, obviously that would get me in the door. But yeah, probably not.
Does it frighten you too much? It's the kids going missing, getting killed.
I don't
Will that
think
even
so.
happen,
Into the
though?
tubes.
No.
It won't happen here.
No, he doesn't have the
Prequel.
factory
He's
yet.
got to make the factory.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel
They
like this will
got
be really based on the word of mouth for me, honestly.
They got Olivia Colman in there, Sally Hawkins. They got like a bunch of Oscar
Mhm.
winners and things in there. And Keegan Michael Key is in it. Rowan Atkinson.
He's in
So I
everything
don't know.
nowadays.
I
He's an
can't
Oompa
tell what the
Loompa.
vibe is going to be in this movie. So I don't know. I love that first one. That's one of my favorite like movies growing up. But I don't know if I have so much love for it that I'm going to be racing out for this one. But if I hear it's really good, I might actually go check it out. Who knows? Could be good to go see with my family or something, around Christmas
Yeah.
time, that kind of thing.
Yeah. There
Yeah.
you go. Next week after is Ghostbusters Afterlife 2, making a sequel to the successful last one. I really enjoyed it. I knew Jason Reitman wasn't going to come back as directing, but it's confirmed, so I'm a little mad on that. But they said enough that I will be interested to see this at some point. Taylor, I know you saw that. You interested for more adventures in the Afterlife series?
Oh fuck yeah, I am. Let's do it. Like the ghosts and everything, like with the special effects that we have in today's age, like the Ghostbusters. What was it called? Like Answer the Call. Who's gonna answer the call? Do you answer the call? The Answer the Call.
Answer the Call. Yeah.
That's the one.
2016 Ghostbusters. is what
2016
it's-
Ghostbusters, yeah. Now, while that was definitely murky waters, the special effects were fantastic. I loved how colorful and vibrant it was. I mean, like, fuck, I don't do acid, but I'm sure if someone did, that would be a trip. Don't do acid, though. I'm just putting that out there.
I think also not during a Ghostbusters movie.
Yeah, not during a Ghostbusters
I
movie.
feel like that could go really poorly.
But I love Afterlife. Like, it makes me tear up. I watched it, just for Halloween again this past October, and it holds up. It's just full of passion, and god damn, it's good. So speaking of acid,
speaking of passion, 69 Mega is gonna find you a girl for you.
Oh, no.
over
Don't-
it, man. Oh no! Who blocked you?
You can't get it out now.
Here,
What are you
show S
doing?
Bubs. He thought Afterlife was just okay. Probably will watch the sequel to S Bubs.
Nice save.
Yeah, see, I like Afterlife, but I don't like Ghostbusters isn't like my franchise, but I will see it. So, Dylan, Kirklin, anything on Ghostbusters Afterlife?
Never seen
2?
the Ghostbusters. Maybe
Never
someday I
will.
will.
Yeah.
Someday I definitely will. I don't know if next year will be the year. We'll see.
Yeah, I was looking forward to seeing the last one, or the first Afterlife, I guess, but unfortunately never got around to it. But I like the old ones, so definitely will one day.
Have you still not seen Afterlife?
No,
on
I
Prime.
haven't. So yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
there you go.
And then finally, the Migration. There's some like duck animated movie coming out. This
Nice.
to me has to change. I doubt this is actually happening. December 25th, Christmas Day, Aquaman: The Last Kingdom. They release them for the week of Christmas. I don't think they would release it on Christmas. That would be kind of foolish, and I don't want that for my sanity. But yeah, Aquaman: The Last Kingdom, December 25th, which could very well be the last like old iteration film, looks like, of that DCU, a send-off, and we'll see. Hey, I actually love the first Aquaman. I'm one of the bigger fans of it. I love what James Wan did with it. I'm excited for more of this raucous adventure. Sign me up. I love the idea of him and Orm having to team up. I like that Black Manta's going to be the full-on villain in this movie, so fucking, oh my god, Yaya playing a full villain the whole time. That's gonna be tons of fun. So yeah, I'm jazzed for this movie. I can't wait to see more. So
I'm also
Nice.
jazzed. I definitely really like the first one, and yeah, I'm excited to get more of it.
The first one was good. It's one that when I remember seeing it in theaters. I've only ever seen it once, but it felt really long. My highlight for me was
long.
getting the trench, and that fucking trench movie I'll never get. Maybe James Gunn will pull it and just kickstart
In
us
it,
with trench
in the
movie.
Meg too.
yeah, Meg
Meg
the
too,
Trench.
yeah. But Yeah, like I am curious to see this one. If it does come out on Christmas, I'm sorry, fans, I'm not seeing it on Christmas Day. I'll have to see
Yeah,
it
I
like the
agree.
next day
It'll
or
be the
something.
review will be the next week after that one. I'm not sorry, family. I gotta go see Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Wake up, Dad's just gone. Why? Because I had to see Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Oh man. Okay, well that's it. So what I'm gonna do, you guys can get your list together. I'm gonna quickly read off our patrons list. You can do that, sending questions or topics all the time on our Patreon. But I asked, hey, what are your guys' top 5 animated or just anticipated movies? Aquaman is my second favorite DCU movie. It's amazing, I suppose. It was my number 1 for a while, but I think it's 3 or somewhere up there. But we'll start with April Darkness. Her top 5 is Barbie, Reinfeld, Knock at the Cabin, Infinity Pool, and Beau is Afraid. I guess it was not on any calendar.
I just wrote that down on my list. Like, where's the Ari Aster movie? Because there's no way that's not coming out next year at this point, right?
Yeah, so
We're getting the
that's
marketing
coming
push
out
right now.
Yeah,
That'll definitely come out.
yeah, the Phoenix one. So that's
And what
one
is the fucking title of it? Can you
Beau is Afraid now. Or,
officially? Beau is Afraid. Okay.
Beau is Afraid. Yeah, it was Disappointment Boulevard, and then people thought it was Walking Phoenix, but now it is Beau is Afraid. So there you go. So yeah,
That's a
that's
great
what we
list.
didn't talk
Also,
about. Yeah.
Sorry, we didn't
Yeah.
bring up what's it called, Infinity Pool, but I clicked on that and Mia Goth's in that, so I'm sure that'll be. It looked pretty stylish, so I'm into that. So I think it's a great list. April.
It's looking pretty fucking weird. That one's for sure a at home one for me, but it could be a fun surprise, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm very excited for Beau is Afraid. Ari Aster and Walking Phoenix together. My goodness, that's gonna be something. What are we gonna get? The posters of just a fucking kid. I don't know. Is it gonna be
The
like some
poster's
twisted
already
version? It's gonna be
terrifying,
a
so you know it's gonna just sit with you for years.
Yeah. And then Maddie Sags, and then he got numbers by him. Number 1 is Mission Impossible 2. Or sorry, my bad. There's a 2 there. Mission Impossible 2 is Super Mario's. 3 Indiana Jones. Dune is 4, and Flash is 5. And then S-Bub has Indiana Jones as 1. I'm surprised. I didn't know S-Bub, you're such an indie fan. 2 Evil Dead Rise. 3 Guardians of the Galaxy. 4 Scream 6, and 5 65. So Dylan Musk,
Nice.
what are your top 5 most anticipated movies of the year?
Okay, I'm gonna go with Beau is Afraid. You know, popping that one in there. Definitely Dune and Mario would be the next tier.
Mm-hmm.
I might be kind of boring. You know, I'll pick the Taika one. Next goal wins. I'll throw that in there. And then I'm gonna go with Ant-Man. I'm gonna pick Ant-Man as my top MCU. Oh, you know what? Fuck, I forgot about Saw. Okay, sorry, Taika, you're getting kicked out. I'm putting Saw in there.
Saw 10 back in.
Yeah, there you go. So Dune, Mario, Ant-Man, Saw, and Ari Aster's movie. There you
I'm
go.
surprised Ant-Man over Guardians for you. I'm really surprised by that one.
We talked about this recently, which was that the trailer that we got for Guardians didn't necessarily do it for me yet. I think closer to it will be there, but I've just seen so much of Ant-Man that right now I would put it that slightest bump over Guardians. But I'm sure that will change. But also the fact that it's coming out in a couple months, I think, also increases the hype level for me.
That's true. Kirkland Patzer.
All right. This one was. I feel like my top 5 was pretty easy to get, but numbering them was very difficult. And like the top 3, it's like a razor's edge. But I mean, something to look forward to for next year. So a lot of great movies. So starting number 5, I have Oppenheimer here. I don't know. I'm expecting big things from that one. Number 4, Mission Impossible. I fucking loved Fallout so much, and I know what I'm getting out of that one, and I feel like it's a safe like bet on that one. Like I feel like I really won't be disappointed. They'll be hitting on all those Mission Impossible check boxes. So yeah, I know what I'm getting there. Number 3, I put Mario here. I'm super pumped for it, but I mean it slid down to number 3 because of these 2 big hitters. Number 2, I got Dune 2 here. I had it number 1, but I had to put Spider-Verse number 1. The first Spider-Verse, that movie completely blew me away. I watched it multiple times. I feel like I enjoy it more and more the more I watch it. So yeah, I'm super pumped to see what they do. But I mean, like we said earlier, I definitely have high expectations there. So that means it could, possibly disappoint, but I don't know. I have faith with the team that did the first one. So I mean, I guess it's a different director now, but
Yeah.
still, I'm hopeful,
Yeah, that's the only
cautiously
reason-
optimistic.
Yeah, that's the only reason I don't have him top 5 is just because like I worry, but maybe that's a good thing to worry because I have low expectations. But that and 65 or 2 that almost made it. But my in order number 5, I got Barbie. I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a good time. I'm excited to see what Greta can do. And Margot, I think she's gonna kill it. Number 4. Number 4, I got The Flash. This is just
Ooh.
this is just Keaton. It's like that's why I'm very anticipated. If you were to make it only see 5, there he is.
You make him
There he
smile.
is. Yeah, he's listening to Tulips. He's gonna run at me. If you were to ask me, I can only see 5 movies, I would pick that because I cannot not see Michael Keaton as Batman one more time, especially now since it's the last time. And the movie could be good. There's some fun stuff, but Keaton is that why it's there. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I love the other 2. They're like top tier MCU for me. I like James Gunn in the Marvel Universe. Number 2 is Dune. Denis Villeneuve, one of the best working best working directors around. Like Dune was incredible. I love a lot of his films. And the number 1 is Mario for me. That to me is the event film next year. I cannot wait. I think they're just doing everything right. So that's my list. Taylor Field, you're closing us off. What is your top 5?
Coming in me.
Coming in you. Oh my god.
Coming in my.
Tiptoe. Tiptoe through the toe.
Coming in my number 5th slot, Mission Impossible. I can't wait for this movie. It's gonna be fantastic.
Wait
Can't
a
to get
second. Wait a
into it.
second. Kirkland, did you not have Indy 5 at all on your list?
No, I didn't. It slipped down. Yeah.
Where is
Jeez
it? Number 6,
Louise.
7, close or
It's
far away?
probably no higher than 7, I would say.
Okay, sorry, I had to cut you off. I just remembered.
No,
that,
no,
but-
yeah,
okay, so
do
Mission Impossible 5.
Mission Impossible 5. Number 4 is Transformers: Rise of the Beasts.
Really? That low?
Well, there's some other things that are just really just up my alley here that I just really want to indulge in. Like number 3, Ant-Man Quantumania. I'm
hell yeah.
really excited since I saw that trailer and just seeing it like again in the big screen. I'm so jazzed. Like this movie is going to be fantastic. I can't wait to see it. Number 2 is Mario. This just is full of just amazing notes that just hit me every single time. Can't wait to see that. And number 1 is Indiana Jones. I think that there's just going to be so much nostalgia just going into here. I can't wait to get immersed back into the world of Indy. And yeah, there you have it.
You didn't love Logan like everyone else. So I don't know if you're going to love this film. The
Indiana
same director.
Jones?
The same director did Logan's going to be that type of style. The real Logan
Yeah,
style.
Kathleen Kennedy's got a lot of controlling creativity on this. So
Yeah, I heard she directed it. But there you go. We did the movies. Next week, we'll be looking at all the video games of 2023 and doing the same thing, running through the year, doing our top 5. So I'll put out the Patreon call, and you put your list out there. Thank you, everyone in the live chat that joined us. Thank you, everyone that left a comment. Thank you, everyone that's listening after the fact. We really appreciate you, and we'll be reviewing a bunch of these next year, and I promise you it'll not be boring.
Bye-bye.
Merry Christmas.